Yes, I did it again. No sound, no sound. I don't know. I don't know. Hello to everyone anyway. Thanks. No sound, no sound, no sound. Yeah, cool. Yeah, excellent. Right. I don't know. Bleeding hell. What am I like, eh? Uh, every week something happens. Right, okay. Let's get our first guest in. He's sat there nice and polite waiting. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
You
And
okay?
hello from virtual
Hello.
ghost dog.
Hello,
Ghost
Ghosty
dog.
Dog.
Hello. What are you doing? She's give me food. She's like, give me some of these Doritos. Wants Doritos. I'll give her see if I can give her a virtual blue screen Dorito and see if it disappears. Ow. Yeah. Mm. There we are.
Got your fingers
Mm.
today, did you?
Oh, she always just snaps. She don't take it gently. She just like be nice now. Yeah, it's better. How you doing, man?
Not too bad.
Mm.
Bucharest Guided Tours is in the house.
What?
Bucharest.
Bunkerist?
Bucharest.
Bunk, but I thought you said bunkerist.
No, I said it. I
Bucharest.
got it right this time.
Well,
Thumbs up.
yeah. I
Yeah.
thought I heard him say bunkerist, but there we go. We
No,
won't split hairs.
Bucharest. We've got Mark as well. Cool. So you've been up to Matt anything or what?
Well, last 5 minutes, I just had a weird one because I was going to try and upload a thing saying I'm going to be over on Urban Legend as I normally do, and oh, she's pawing me. I can't eat them whilst I'm on the show. It just looked weird. No, she's like, I know you got more. No, I'll give you one more then. Right. Yeah. YouTube. I tried changing my account from one account to the other so I could go on my phone and log in and let you know. And YouTube is not letting me change my account.
Weird that, isn't it? Like
And
you say.
it won't let me do it on the phone. It won't let me do it on the computer.
It's very weird.
Is anybody else having any trouble like that? It's like the thing where you click up in the corner on your face on YouTube, your icon, and it drops down and it says studio or change account to another account and all that. That just is just going round and round and round. It won't let you do anything.
I'm just trying it now. But like you say, it's just going round and round at mine at the moment.
Oh right, it's not just me then.
No.
Great. That makes me much happier to know that because I was going a bit mad then.
Yeah, click on your picture or my picture. It should come up like you can switch accounts or log into
Mm.
whatever. Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, nothing.
Yeah, other people are having it as well with the sounds. Yeah. Mm.
Aye.
Mm.
This is I'm watching the wrong one screen here now. Got the wrong screen up. That's better. It's a bit weird
Mm-mm.
because I'm talking and you're talking and it weren't making sense what I was seeing.
Cloy me. I ain't got none now. It's all over. Party will start later on again. No, stop cloying me.
Do you know how to do a poll on StreamYard? Can you do a poll on StreamYard?
Yes, I think there are ways to do things like that, but I don't know how to do them. Yeah, no, I don't. Don't do that now. It might be that you have to be logged in, and I'm not logged in, so it could be that.
I'm logged in, but I don't know.
But
Not a
yeah,
clue.
I don't log into StreamYard because I don't go live. So
Oh, you mean on StreamYard itself? I thought you meant
yeah,
on YouTube and that.
no, that's just hello Taffy. Just so that you know that we're not ignoring you. Look,
Lee Parker.
in case you're feeling a bit like left out or anything, there is a link. You can click it and you can come on. In case
Aye.
you're feeling a bit left out. Dog is just clawing me now. No, I
Yeah.
know you want it all.
Well, I
No
can
more.
ask the question
No,
on the
all
live stream
gone.
anyway.
All gone. Yeah.
Yeah. basically, everyone, do you want me to start doing a 3-hour live stream or just stick to the 2-hour one? Yeah. What you want to do is leave a comment under the video itself and not in the comments over there, please. And then I can tell which is best. And if you do want me to start doing longer videos of like live streams for 3 hours, also put in whether you want me to start at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock and finish at 11 still. So let us know on that one, please.
Yeah.
Also, I've got some big things to try to sort out for the live streams coming up. So yeah, my live streams got something planned for them. So if things work out, that's why I've not been doing videos recently for the last couple of weeks, because I've been sorting things out. So yeah, so stay tuned and you'll see things what's going to happen on this channel, and hopefully things will change for the better. That means for you lot. Yeah, so I want to interact the audience, so that's what that means. So that's what I've been doing. Hopefully I'll be getting out this weekend as well. So
nice.
yeah,
Nice.
I've not been out for a while, so I need to get out and do something. So I'm looking forward to the weekend.
The dog's just making sure at the moment that there's no actual treats in your left anymore, and she's gonna disappear. But the more I stroke her, the longer she'll stay. So nothing now. It's all gone. Oh, are you going to stay now, are you? You're not having enough fuss. I think she thinks I'm lying to her, and I've really got treats, because she's gone by now. She's like, I know you've got something. I don't really want to go, but I will go. This is like blackmail. It's like, if you don't give me something, I'm going. That's it. Right. She won't normally by now. She's like starting to move out. She knows. She's like, I'm going to go. No, look at this. No, she knows I've got something. Oh, you're hanging around there, yeah? Hanging around for the good stuff. Oh, right, okay.
They're not daft, are they?
No, not stupid. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna let me close the door then. You can come and lie down by there if you want. Right. So, yay. The menu is back for him, says Bucharest.
Blank, yeah.
Oh, blank. I thought you said back.
No, blank for him, I think.
Oh, shit. Oh, blank. You're right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you said back. Shit. Right, she wants to go out now for real. She just clawed the door. She was still won't fucking go, look. She just clawed the door. Oh, she did go. Sorry, when I wasn't looking, she looked back and she's gone. Shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Basically, get him a bigger sack of dog food. It's WAG, so it's about 12 quid or something, so it's not too bad. And that lasts him a couple of weeks, and then got to get a new one. So thanks for asking about my dog and stuff. Excellent. Cool.
I feed mine Baker's Complete, and then I mix it in with half a tin of pedigree chum. So she has mostly dry and a little bit of pedigree chum just mixed in. And that goes back to when I first had her, she was fussy about what she would eat, but she would eat pedigree chum. So I couldn't get her to eat the dry stuff. And if you just feed them nothing but pedigree chum, they just fart all the time and it stinks, So I wanted to try and kind of move her across so I gave her that, and she was like, "No, I don't want this stuff. It's crap." So I was like, "Well, how about if I mix some pedigree chum in with it?" She's like, "Oh, all right then." So that's been the deal. The deal we have is she will eat it only if it's got some pedigree chum in it. So
yeah, Scuba's saying might be the desktop because the mobile phone's fine on his. Hey, Fats, you're right, mate. Cool, nice to see you in, mate. Excellent. Yeah, I did go out during the week last week, just seeing what I can find and stuff like that, exploring. Well, I wouldn't call it exploring, but just researching stuff. And I found something. Yeah, I can't really say what it is at the moment, but you'll find out in a few weeks. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, and it's something that I wasn't expecting to find either. So that's a bit of a teaser for you. Yeah, definitely. They definitely won't guess what it is.
Gun.
No, nothing like that.
Mm.
No.
I found a gun in a location recently. There's video of me on a bed like out with a big gun.
Yeah, you sent us the picture.
Yeah, but it turned out it was an air rifle actually, but it looks like a proper gun.
Yeah, spring rifle. It looks like the WH-95.
Mm.
It's like a barrel on top, and then you got another lever underneath where you cock
Yeah.
it down and load it that way.
Yeah. Still not letting me onto my. Just rebooted my phone. It's still cocking
Hello,
up. It
Jamie.
don't really matter. I'll find a way to do it somehow. But it won't let me like sign out as well. If I could maybe sign out, then maybe I could sign in, but it won't let me change the account.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't lose sleep over it. You know what I mean?
well, it just means I can't do anything on my bloody phone now until. But it's probably connected with this this crap that's going on the if it's doing it on the main YouTube, it's probably doing it on that as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
So yeah. My explore where we found the gun was the same one that some of the others have put out. Alex and Ray. Ray's putting theirs out on Thursday, and I believe Alex and Steve have put theirs out already. We found a fully stocked house, which looked like the people had just walked away and left a load of their stuff there, including jewelry and all sorts of stuff. And it was just what, and like the door was the door. Well, not just one door, two doors were kicked in to this place, and the alarms were going off, and the alarms have been going off for a week. So yeah, which is weird.
It's weird that.
And they had a security camera system there. The broadband was on, and it was connected to the broadband. So I assume that somebody somewhere was watching us, but nobody came out.
It's weird.
I'm not knocking it because it was a good explore. Massive place.
Yeah, it looks like a big house, as God say, from the picture sent us. Yeah.
Yeah. Taffy said he can't come on because he was naked or something.
No worries. I'll let our next guest in then. Where's it? Did it throw that in the messages up there? Yeah. I'm not keeping my eye on the messages.
Sorry, I'm sort of halfway between two screens. I'm still playing around with this bloody YouTube thing. I'll leave it alone now. There we are. Yeah, it is a nice place, isn't it? That video.
Yeah.
If you've seen it elsewhere.
Aye.
I don't know I don't know if their videos show me playing the trumpet. I was playing the trumpet. We found a trumpet there, so I sort of got going with that.
Why not? It sounds like you can make a lot of noise and no one would turn up, really, by the sound of it.
Yeah. I was surprised I managed to get anything out of it, actually.
Yeah. I'm going to introduce our next guest, and it's Jackie Greencats and things. Hello, Jackie.
Jackie Greencats. Is that your new surname? Cats. Jackie Greencats. You got any green cats for sale?
I've let them go all bloody rusty and mouldy, haven't I?
Yeah, you got all different colour cats, but not a green cat. No, not yet.
No,
Yeah.
no, not yet.
Oh,
The-
that's a good
I've
point.
seen people where they dye the animals with food colouring for shows and stuff, and people are like, "Yeah, you're not supposed
Yeah,
to do that,"
looks
and they
absolutely
say,
hanging.
"Yeah, it
No,
doesn't hurt them." They're people saying stuff like that, but it's not right, really, is it? I wouldn't like it going around with pink hair, me.
no,
Yeah, exactly. You ain't got a choice. It being an animal like that, a pet.
pink hair. Ugh.
Or purple, even. No, I don't know. Don't think it's my colour, that.
Oh, purple's fine, but not on an animal. Nah, not on an animal.
No.
Anyhow.
Yeah. So, what you been up to, Jackie? How's things and life?
Yeah, I've been out today. Got home about 6:30, something like that. So, been fun.
Cool.
You're on about
Excellent.
one frame a minute at the moment. Are you on Wi-Fi?
So,
She's going a bit breaking. She's breaking
no,
up a little bit in the
it's
picture.
been an arse. Slow.
You're not on that computer that
Phone.
you got then that you just stuck in the cupboard, that one that I told you about that you just bought and never used.
Oh, fuck that. No, not yet. Got nowhere to bloody put it.
Well, that's only like about a year you've had
I'm
it
going to
now,
end up using my phone.
because then you can connect it in with a wire and not use Wi-Fi.
I know. No, I'm not using Wi-Fi. It is connected. It's connected in a wire.
Yeah. To what?
So I don't know why it's going so to the modem
What's
downstairs.
connected with it? What's connected? What is connected to the wire?
I've got the basically it's the Ethernet. I've got it all the way up here.
Yeah, and
Solid
connected
wire.
to what? What's the device you're connecting it to?
Hang on. Hold on.
We get there in the end. She's probably either using a tablet or a phone, and I bet you, Jack,
Got a twin sister on.
and she thinks that because it's connected downstairs with a wire,
Right.
that means that counts. Are you on Wi-Fi?
Hey?
Yeah.
No, I think I removed the wrong Jackie. Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
Well, we'll stay tuned to that for updates in the future.
I was going to say, if we kick them both off, at least she'll come back on. And there she is. Hello.
Right, basically, the internet is connected all the way downstairs to the actual modem.
Yeah, connected to what?
To the modem downstairs.
Right.
To
What
the actual laptop. I've got a laptop upstairs.
You're actually on a laptop.
Yeah. Not
Right,
now.
so-
This is my phone. It's faster. My laptop,
Right.
for some reason, it's going stupidly slow. Don't know why.
Okay. Oh, if it's connected with a wire, you should have better than that. But yeah, it's a
Exactly.
bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is why I'm a bit annoyed, because that's why I've specifically connected it. Got an extension. I think it was 25 foot all the way up the stairs from the front room to up here to my laptop. So it should be fast, but it isn't.
Yeah. If you want to get rid of the wire aspect, you can get these little things that you plug into the main socket, and then that will transmit the signal through your wiring of your house. So you don't have to have the wire going all the way traipsing down the stairs. or whatever.
Yeah, well, some reason I've tried using them Mercury boxes, and it's not connecting up through them either. So I don't know. Seems something's in the bloody way, because I've got one right here, right beside me.
Yeah, but they're not the types that send out Wi-Fi. Forget those. We're talking about Ethernet now. You plug your Ethernet cable into the box. You plug the box into the wall, and at the other end, by your modem, you plug another one in with another Ethernet cable into your router.
Right.
So it's called home networking, and it costs you about 25 quid for hopefully 2 of them, and that should mean then you can throw away that wire that's going down the corridor. You don't need it. It'll be wired. But through, I'll send you a link for it, but it provided you haven't got any issues at your place, but then it should be pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of ball ache, but it's like I said, I want to be having a stronger bloody connection, because, and it's only the last few times it started slowing down, and I don't know why. It's not like I've done anything new to the laptop.
Well, Joe used to have crap with his, going like absolutely slow as anything. Could be the browser you're using. You could try, instead of using Chrome, try Firefox, or vice versa.
Like, does thingy work through Firefox, StreamYard? Yeah,
whichever. You copy the link and you put it into whichever browser you prefer using.
Might have to install that. I'll install that after. I'll hold on to my phone for now. Hold on, I'll just put the stupid lid down and I'll put it on a stand. Because it's going to be crap on my phone here, because it's going to tip over, especially when the cats come past.
Yeah, you get all cats.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Can I just say to everyone in the chat, don't leave a message in the comments at the side here. Leave a message in the bottom about this question I'm going to ask you now.
Right, let me just sort this out, and then later on I'll install Firefox onto my laptop, because I thought at first, because there's Windows is on there, it was already installed on there. I'm thinking of getting rid of it, because obviously if there's two running at the same time, wouldn't they fight against each other and slow the system down?
Sorry, I was half listening then. Repeat that. Sorry, I was looking for these devices for you. Sorry.
Well, I'll go on about my thing. What I was asking the chat. Basically, do you want me to do a 3-hour live stream from in future? Not from tonight, but in future. Leave a comment at the bottom, and not in the live chat. Then I can see whether you want me to do a live stream or not, a live stream for 3 hours. If you do want me to do a live stream for 3 hours in future, do you want me to start at 8 o'clock till 11 or 9 o'clock till 12? So just give us your opinion and it will work from there. Also, we've got other things coming up, try to involve more of the audience into the actual live stream as well and sort things out. So things coming, so keep your eyes open on this channel. Cheers. Oops, yeah. You there, Jackie? No, not yet. Now you are.
Well, you bloody muted me, you numpty.
I know I was talking and you said, I'm just going to try this and then...
Just because it's your show.
And Scooby, you're telling people to do stuff there with their routers that is going to be like whoosh over most people's heads. They've never logged into their router in their life, And the thing is, as well, like you're saying, oh, I'm using 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, right? Okay, so you've got a 60 megahertz downlink, and you're going through Wi-Fi. So you've just basically wasted your 60 megabit download connection then, because Wi-Fi is shit and Wi-Fi is slow. I mean, you're only going to get about 20 megabits out of 5 gigahertz, and you get about 10 megabits out of A and B. That's if you're lucky, right? And G. That's if you're lucky, because I mean, most people, they don't get 5 bars out of their Wi-Fi. So the thing is, if you can get peak 10 out of G, or peak 20 out of 5 gigahertz. Most people will find that 5 gigahertz doesn't go through the walls because it's a higher frequency, so it's got a shorter range. So the further you are away from the router, the even worse it gets. So if you tell people like force it onto 5 gigs, and they're only getting 1 bar or 2 bars, whereas with G they'd have been getting 3 or 4 bars because it can actually transmit through the walls better. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. 5 gigahertz is only good if you're sitting right in front of the router, and even then, it's slower than having it connected with a wire. So my solution would be don't use Wi-Fi. It's unreliable. If lots of people are using it in your area, it's going to jam you out. Don't use Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Someone's saying 10 hours there. No chance. Not doing a 10-hour stream.
Yeah. 10 hours. Bugger that.
Also, they're saying they can't leave comments. That's probably because it's live at the moment. So once the live stream's gone, just do us a little favour, jump back on and leave us a comment, and I'll go through him tomorrow and see what's going on, and we'll work from there and see what you want. So yeah, thank you everyone. Cheers for letting us know. Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Internet and stuff like that. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? Really, you think it'd be easy. All you do is like subscribe, like a phone network, no mobile phone, and they presto, you've got it. But no, you've got to ponce about with this and ponce about with that to get the better speeds and to work in your house even and stuff like that. And also, if you're in no man's land as well, it's a bit awkward as well, I believe.
Oh well, guess what? The outages with YouTube started at about 8 o'clock and peaked out at about 9 o'clock, and then they had about 5,000 reports at 9 o'clock of outages. So it's definitely a big thing going on with YouTube at the moment. I can't switch my. Oh, here we are. I can't switch my accounts or log out. It just shows a loading circle. There you go. Everyone's having exactly the same fault.
Yeah. So it's at least it settles your mind.
Well, yeah. There's nothing I can do about it.
No.
It's like I tell people when they say like my internet's not working, I say wait 24 hours, and they go yeah, but I go wait 24 hours, and they're like yeah, but I spoke to the people and they said there was nothing wrong with the exchange, and I said yeah, they're lying. Wait 24 hours, and it's like they wait 24 hours and poof, everything comes back because they lie and they say there's nothing wrong with our internet. You've got a perfect line, and it's bollocks.
It's all bullshit.
Always bollocks. Yeah.
8 to 11. Another 3 hours there.
Send us that link, Matt, anyway, to help with me internet, please, afterwards.
I will. Yeah. Let me bring it up and leave it there, because if I don't, then so it's called Mains Networking, by the way. Working and people spend ridiculous amounts of money on these devices, but you can get them sometimes from Curry's for as little as about 20-30 quid. For a pair.
I'll go on Amazon. It's easier. I've already been played past Curry's today, so no way.
Yeah. So
yeah, I had a problem with my internet.
Send it to me on WhatsApp if you can, please.
I had a problem with. I had a problem with my internet once, and the guy came out to check the line out. Checked the line out. It says no faults in the line. He's plugged his laptop into the back of the router. He's saying it's fine. It's speed's good speed. I check it on my laptop. So I checked it on my laptop, and it say he's getting like 10 over there, mega uploads or whatever it's called. On my laptop, I was only getting about 2.
Jesus.
And that's just like a couple of feet away from it. So he says, plug the lead in your back of your computer. I said, well, my computer's not got the lead where you can plug it into. Can I have a new box? He went, no, nothing's wrong with this box, because when you check it on my computer, it's all right. No, we're doing the checks. I said, well, it's not doing right for me, is it? So he bogged off. So I got back on the phone and told him I need a new router. It's knackered. and they sent us a new one out, and ever since then it's been not bad. You know what I mean? Working.
That's good.
Yeah.
They are £29 TP-Link AV1000 Powerline starter kit. You get a pair of them,
Cool.
and that's all you need. I mean, you don't have to go spending loads of money on these things. You know, you get them that'll actually break out Wi-Fi into your room, but like full strength Wi-Fi, so you're getting it from the other side of the room because it's coming out of that device. But then they start to become silly money. They're like £79, you know, and things like that. So yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitch Seymour just said,
Thank you.
here we are, AV600. Well, they might be cheaper, but there's an AV1000s in Argos.
No, I'm
29.
more interested in getting the actual full advantage of it. Doesn't matter about, well, it does if you can save money, but I don't want to go bloody cheaper and it's something that's a bit less. Yeah, that would be me.
I mean, they are so fast and reliable, these things. You know, they're well worth it.
Yeah, good.
I have to use them, you know, like when people ask me to do things, and down where I live, they're all bloody millionaires off them, and they go, oh, like, you know, help me with my computer, and you come, like, you know, into a mansion or something like that, and, you know, you say, well, I can stick wires down there, which will be the most reliable way of all, and they go, no, we don't want wires, and I was like, okay, so I just got to create a whole network of these things. You just plug them in, plug sockets all over the house. It does the trick. Sorts it out. There's no settings on them as well, which is, if you get the Wi-Fi ones, they can be, you've got to go into them and play with them to get them, you know, and it's got passwords and all sorts of shit for them. But these little things, you just plug them in both ends and plug them into your router and plug them into your computer, and there's no configuration. You just plug them in, the lights come on, that's it, they're working. It's amazing.
That's what I want.
You know, you couldn't ask for simpler. It's really, really easy.
Yeah, I don't mind doing all that. So, as well, this is a proper brick house, and like I said, I think I might have said it's over 100 years old. So, you know, it's not like the bloody crap that they throw up today.
Yeah. Eden Valley Drone said it happened to him about his router as well, same as mine. Apparently, the BT and EE run the same bandwidth, the same network.
They are now.
Yeah. So that's that's probably why it's the same type of router, just a different badge on the front, I've noticed. Yeah. Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, though, by using a different service, even though they're using the BT lines and they're using the BT exchange, by using a different company, they have different rules about how it connects and how reliable it is and all this sort of stuff. And you can actually have two systems on the same wire, and yet the BT one will be going, no, disconnect, because there's a problem at the exchange with the BT equipment, and the EE one might be working, but they're both coming down BT lines. You know, could be coming to the same house.
Stupid, isn't
it?
It is. And like you say now, they're doing an advert where, or BT's doing an advert, I think it's BT or EE. If there goes down, it goes onto the next network like BT or vice versa, EE, you know what I mean? So they're saying you never run out of internet if it breaks down. But like you say, if it's on the same line, if it does have a problem, they're both down, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be doing loads of work. So I've seen something advertised that they're meant to be updating all the wiring and everything for the internet around this area. It's about bloody time. Hopefully it might even get any faster.
Scooby's saying if he was to wire his PC, he'd have to go through his sister's room, up through the roof area and into his room as he's in the loft. Well, these little devices are for you then. 29 quid. Check them out. TP-Link AV1000. Right? I mean, like, all you got to do is plug one of these little boxes in next to the router downstairs and plug an Ethernet cable in. So, like, plug it in, Ethernet cable into the box. Go up to the attic, plug it into the attic, and plug it into your laptop. Boom, that's it. Suddenly now you've got the maximum speed, no disconnections, no Wi-Fi bollocks. Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's absolutely
but nobody else
can
connect into that network, can they? It's only within the boundaries of your home.
Well, that technically they can. Technically they can. They're right. Okay. but there's a way to solve that, because there is a button on the boxes, and if you hold that button down for 3 or 4 seconds, the light begins to flash on the front of the
Yeah.
box, right? And then you plug the other one in. You can plug them in side by side, so you don't have to take it to the other end of the house. You plug both in. When they've lit up, give them about a minute. When they've all lit up, hold the button down on one till it goes flash, 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 and then hold the button down on the second one. Well, only, I think you have to press it briefly. Just go click on that one, and then the lights will all go solid, and that's it. Then they're paired with each other. Now they're encrypted, and nobody else can pick it up. However, if you get them out of the box and just plug them in, then if somebody was in a house nearby on the same mains phase, they could technically pick up yours and use
Yeah.
yours.
I
But
think
if
I'd
you-
rather do the other one then, definitely, to keep it all solid and no bug and bloody. You get free internet off me. They could. kiss my
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah,
They
I
got
mean,
to
all
have
you
the
gotta do-
password anyway, wouldn't they?
No, it's not like that, because they are kind of configuration free. They don't have any configuration. These just send. Oh shit! I'm gonna have a cough now. Hang on a sec. These basically act like a wire, right? All you got to think of is they replace a wire. So instead of having a wire coming all the way through your house, imagine that having these two boxes there gets rid of the wire. The wire becomes your mains of your house. That's your wire. So kind of ignore the fact that these boxes are there and just imagine that it's a wire coming out of them. However,
Okay.
if you're concerned about the fact that somebody could pick up your signal, yes, you can actually press the button on one, the button on the second one, and then they link, and that's it. Say you had 10 in a house.
Bloody
There's
hell.
no way you're going to, in a mansion or something like that, there's no way you're going to run around the mansion in that time. So what you do is you get your second extender socket and you plug them all in, and you have them all in front of you, and you press number 1 until it flashes, and then on number 2 you go click, number 3 click, 4, and you just click on each one of them. Bing, 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 till they all pick up the master signal off number 1, and they'll all be linked then. Then you can unplug them all, distribute them, and then you tell people, don't touch the fucking button. So sorry, I shouldn't swear, should I? Don't touch that frigging button.
Just say don't touch the fucking button.
Don't touch the flipping button. Yeah.
You got to tell them
Because-
off, right, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because people, the thing is, there's two things on. There's a resetter, there's a little pin with reset, and you know when people can't get internet, it don't matter how many times you tell them, do not stick anything in that hole, right? I put tape over them. I just tape them off, and I said I'm taping them off because you will never ever need to put anything in that hole, and you never need this button. Once I've done it, don't touch it. No matter how much you think it might work, and it might no bollocks. No, if you've got a problem with your internet, it's your router, it's your telephone line. These boxes will not go wrong. They're really good. I mean, the only time they can go wrong is if you have a lightning storm and you have a power spike. But I mean, that's going to blow up all sorts of devices. So
Yeah, but then wouldn't it be better to have them plugs? We've got the thing that cuts out. Forgot what
The
they're called
break off
now.
built into them.
Yeah, some things can
more
get
safe
down telephone lines and damage your router and can get in through the mains. You get this power spike, which won't blow your fuse, but it'll blow devices on your electrics.
Yeah.
But apart from that, they're pretty good. And if they do go, and I have had people, they've had one that's gone down, you can buy other ones of similar brands as long as it's within. There's a format now with these devices where they all have to adhere, so they're compatible with each other. So if you buy one that's not TP-Link AV1000, right, and you buy another one like a Netgear, right, provided it's been bought like recently, it's not like from 20 years ago or something like that. If you buy one that's a recent one, plug that in, and it just goes, yeah, I can see the other ones. I'm ready. Yep. And you can push the little encryption button, and they should all encrypt. They have to follow this standard, so they'll talk to each other now. Because there were too many companies making different ones that weren't compatible, and that's one good thing actually. They said, right, we're all making them to the same standard, so you can buy any brand you like, and they all work. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
good. That's what I need.
I hate it when
And then
brands
hopefully
do
I can
that.
start doing my own lives again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Clark is saying Cat 6 is better. Yes, but I mean, it's only if you're going to do gigabit Ethernet, gigabit stuff, yeah? Well, the speeds you get out of these are like 600 megabits, which is more than enough, you know.
Yeah, it is
I mean,
definitely.
if you need a bit faster, if you want that 1000 megabits or a gigabit, if you want that, you know, then yeah. But I mean, they're more than fast enough for most people's really fast broadbands of 300 megabits. And some people, I don't think you get them in this country, 600 megabits. But I think they're starting to advertise that now. It's starting to come in 600 megabits. But I mean, they'd be fine for it.
Yeah, I noticed they show you the megabits of downloads, but they don't show you the upload speed, do they? Really? The
Mm.
They do. If you
companies.
test, yeah, if you test your line, they do.
Yeah, if you
Ah,
test
so
your line, you do. But when you ask the company, what do you guarantee the upload speed? They say
Yeah,
we don't
they can
guarantee
never
it.
get precise because they say it's how far you are from the exchange.
Yeah.
Safari, was it Safari 360 said surge protection? Right.
That's the one.
Sorry, he does jog my mind, right? He does jog my mind. There's a one do not do. There's a caveat to do not do this with these devices because they just won't work if you do this, right? You can buy these expensive wall sockets that say surge protection on them, right? And they have a little capacitor in there, right, which is like a fuse. And if there's a power spike, it blows, right? That capacitor stops this main signal working down through your mains network. So if you plug one of these little boxes into an extender socket and it's an expensive one, it may not light up it's getting a signal because it's got three lights: power, signal, and are you connected with an Ethernet wire? So the one that's saying signal down the mains, that light will either go at orange if it's getting a poor signal or off if you get no signal. If it's green, it's good. But if you're getting orange and you plug it directly into a wall socket and you're getting green and you plug it back into this socket thing, it might have surge protectors in it. Use the cheapest wall socket, you know, multi sockets you can. Don't use these expensive ones that say like power surge protection. Don't use them because they affect it. It has to be a main socket. Yes. Yeah. It does help to be on a main socket.
Some of the others are, but yeah, this one isn't.
So there we are. You know, just in case you get any weird problems, mains sockets work best because they've got the thick copper cable, right? These things don't like flexi cables. They don't like the flexi cables, and they definitely don't like surge protection power socket things. But honestly, folks, I mean, if you're wondering, like, you know, I'd love to get cables, but I don't want them running through my house. Get these things. They're wicked.
Cool.
They create havoc for ham radio people because they blat out the ham radio signals. So it means that it's shit for ham radio users. But hey, who uses ham radio anymore apart from me?
True.
There's a few people saying they do use type of devices like that. What they in their house and stuff at work. So yeah, they're saying it's all good as well with that.
Mm. Yeah, apparently you said not a capacitor, it's a metal oxide varistor, which shorts when there's a shorts when there's a power spike, literally crowbarring the circuit to shut off.
Who's saying that? Oh, there. Yeah.
Well, actually, I thought these things were put across in such a way that they blow, but the power still keeps coming. They blow to protect your equipment, but they blow once, and then that's it. Then they won't provide you protection the next time. So I was under the understanding that they don't crowbar the electric off if you get a surge. They literally blow themselves up, ping, and then the power just goes normally then through the system because they're run in parallel with the power, not in series. So they don't break the power; they're in parallel with it. So I could be wrong. If anybody's an expert on this, let me know. But there we are. Dazzy says he's a ham radio guy himself. But I thought they don't kill your power sockets if they go, but they do tell you when you buy these things. They say surge protection, but it's like, you know, it's got a finite life. It's like if it protects you once, and I think they tell you that if you read the small print, it protects you once. It doesn't protect you forever because these are not like, you know, well, you can buy industrial, what do they call them? Line cleaners. That would protect you, and a UPS would protect you as well because they kind of clean the power. if it detects anything wrong with the power, like a surge, it'll just go to using the UPS backup instead. But yeah,
Fair enough.
And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
saying
and
he's got one there.
he reckons it still works through surge protected sockets. It might do if you're close enough, you're getting a really strong signal, but it's at the far extremes, like if you're in a mansion house and you start to get fluctuating signal. If you put it to wall sockets, you'll probably get a better job, you know. So we're talking like if you're getting problems, then consider that as one of your possibilities.
I know when they've
Yeah.
said about using phones and they say, "We have you got it in the main socket?" So that's probably the reason why they say that, because then you get a stronger line.
Well, the reason they say stick it in a main socket is because if you've got copper wires running, copper wires transmit the signal correctly for broadband. However, if you come out of a copper wire into an extension lead, those have little spirally wires, and the
Yeah.
spirally flexi wires do not transmit the broadband signal very well. They degrade it quite a lot, and that's why they say make sure it's in the main socket, because you're not using spirally wires. Then you're using the copper cables, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does make sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody was saying they're just designed to blow if they go over 240 volts, but I think you're right. The varistors do trip, but only once. So they only protect you once. So if you've had a lightning storm and there's a chance you might have had a surge, you know, then that thing's probably already blown. And you can buy them, and you can take your socket apart, and you can put new ones in. You can actually solder new ones in, but you know, you don't even know if it's gone because there's no indication that it's gone. It's this invisible magic thing that helps you. It's probably already gone, you know. So
Yeah.
pretty
Do you know
pathetic,
that big
pathetic
Clive
really, isn't
there?
it?
Big Clive he's talking about. It's a YouTube channel, and he opens
Yeah.
electric things up and all that.
Yeah, bigclive.com.
Yeah.
The beardy guy. Oh, hello. We've got this strange looking box. Shall we open it up and have a look? What's inside? Oh, look. We've let the smoke out. We've let the magic smoke out. He's got this strange. He's from Isle of Man. That guy. So he's Scottish via Isle of Man.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
a different combination of an accent.
That's it. Definitely, isn't it? Bit of a mix.
It is.
I think people, half the people tune in to listen to his voice because he's got this very fascinating sort of infectious type sort of sounding voice. You know, he's
Yeah.
So tell us in the chat how many people really like his voice. Bigclive.com. Yeah. And he makes his own little circuits, like LED circuits, and they've just got like a row of LEDs or something on them. It's quite basic, but he'll have it printed on the circuit board because he gets them made in China. But it'll say like nuclear destructor weapon version 1 or something like that, or Terminator laser. You know, he has all these like silly names for a basic simple circuit that he has printed on them.
Because it makes it a bit more exciting.
No, this is a big green tea cozy on my head.
There it is.
I put my hoodie over because put it down like that, then this starts going all funny. Well, at the moment, it's this screen going funny up here.
Oh, right.
Looks alright at the moment, doesn't it? Around the
Yeah,
ears.
you're right.
Yeah. Before it was being daft. So
No, just you.
probably is
Yeah.
me and technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are single use, and this is why I think it's a bit of a con, because unless they produce these mains plugs with like a visible thing where it can show you the status of this thing, and maybe it should change color if it's blown, because you definitely cannot tell whether or not they've blown unless you physically take it apart and you put something across it. You know, your multimeter, you cannot tell.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't have one of them. I have seen people test it when they test the electrics with I've seen the meters before.
Yeah, I've seen people try and test electrics when they don't have a clue. Yeah,
No,
it's
that's different.
funny,
That's not when
especially when they
people
get a
don't have a
shock.
clue. No, that would be funny. I wouldn't be stood behind them taking the piss out of them. Oh, hang on.
Well, I like people who sort of say, "Oh, it's all right. I can work on this because I know there's no electric coming through it because I've turned it off. I've turned
Even
it
though
off."
there's still some in the line, still some live.
And the fact that some people wire things the wrong way, so there could be still power coming down there. So, but they're all right with it because, yeah.
Joyce.
That patch is annoying me up in that corner.
The patch. Oh dear.
Yeah, see if we can sort it out.
We have to get different lighting on you, probably, to sort that out. Oh. Do you train it then? Do you have to train it on a color and then it gets
No.
rid of it?
How we do that? You go to your settings, go to your virtual background, and then you got a fade effect. I can either do it like that
Oh,
or like that.
Hang on.
Oh, so you're dialing it in yourself then, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
And see what I mean by me earphones going a bit crazy now. Never mind. It's better than that big daft patch up in the top corners.
Yeah.
Perfectionists.
I'll have to get me a hood back up now. My tea cozy back on my head.
Mr. John Bengal says there's no point because having an RCBO, he says if there's any fluctuation, they trip anyway. But I bet they don't trip if you've got less than voltage, which can be a problem and can damage some things. And also fluttering fluctuations can cause problems because what we've got to bear in mind is with AC power, you're averaging out the power because you get 240 volts, then you get nothing, then you get minus 240 volts, then you get nothing, 240 volts, then nothing. So the thing is, the whole system is designed to be able to take that fluctuating 50 hertz up, down, nothing, 240, nothing, 240. So it's designed to take a certain amount of fluctuation. So when you get nasty fluctuations in between that, it can cause problems because it'll probably do it if you get an average of more than peaking over 300 or 400, then it'll probably trip it. But if it's fluctuating down 200, 150, 150 like that, it probably won't. And that a lot of equipment will start screaming and groaning, Yeah. Green
Crazy.
to earth, brown to live, and blue to bits.
Mm-hmm. You're right, mate. I see you in, mate. Cool. Bees in as well.
At this time.
It's Thomas.
Daniel's message him. He's not good at the moment. He's staying away from live streams. Oh, is he had some hassle off live streams?
Daniel.
Oh, look.
Oh, right.
Oh dear. It gets to people after a while, all the bullshit that happens sometimes and the bloody idiots. It does get people, like, as you see, we haven't had any real well, I haven't seen any crap tonight because I haven't done a little advert saying I'm on you. No. So we haven't had any crap.
Aye.
Yeah.
Saying that, last week after the live chat was finished, we all had a quick chat and Nell to sort my emails out, clear them all. Yeah, I've cleared all my emails now, all 3,000 of them. Yeah, and my memory's still full, so I don't know what's filling my memory up. Must be pictures or something.
Yeah, have you then deleted your recycle bin?
You did tell me to do that, but I did do it the first time. I don't know whether I did it the second time.
Yeah, so when you filled it up, then delete the recycle bin. But yes, you'll probably find that photos are taking up a lot of space, and you have to go into Google and then the dots up in the corner, and then go to photos, and they'll be stored separately to the Google Drive. Google Drive is dealt with separately to Google Photos, and your allocation for your mail.
No, it's emptied in my recycle bin, yeah.
And it doesn't come through straight away. That's the other thing, is you empty your recycle bin and you have to wait like 24 hours, sometimes longer, before the space will reappear, because they can't be asked to tell you, Yeah.
Yeah. Been a week since I deleted them, like I say. So yeah, I'll have to delete some pictures and stuff now that I don't need, or videos that I've used in my videos.
Oh yeah, I delete old videos.
Yeah. Basically, I was using my phone to do videos when I first started YouTube, and that filled up me, like you say, Google account or the cloud or whatever it is. And then I've got my pocket now, so more videos I get out of the way from the backlog, I can now start clearing all the images and videos of that, and then it should give me some more free room then. So yeah, that's my idea.
Does work.
Don't forget that you can use a spare YouTube account that you have. You can set yourself up. I got my B-roll, I call it, and you can upload all your footage. Or, what I do is I take like all the day's footage and I create one file out of 20 files. I create one file and I upload that onto my secret YouTube as an unlisted. And then I've got it, as a backup. So if you wanted to, you can download it off YouTube yourself, but you'd have to use one of those downloaders that allows you to do 2K or 4K. Because when you download off YouTube yourself, YouTube only let you download your own stuff back at 720p. Like everybody's allowed to watch it at 4K, but you've got to have it back at 720p. Boosh, if you want it again yourself. I think this is probably their idea. This is their way of stopping people using it as, like I do, a way to store your footage at high quality and use it as a repository. But yeah, provided you download it using a different service, then if you can get it back off at 4K and it was stored at 4K, well, it's a free, unlimited hard drive that YouTube are offering you. Unlimited, and it's totally free for your videos only.
Yeah, Louise, they're saying if she uses a data on the phone, a phone signal drops. I wonder whether it's because it's switching aerials, whatever phone you're using. Right, you're not using your phone calls at the moment, so we'll switch it over to this, and vice versa. Maybe that might be why it does that. I don't know. I think the phones these days would have both aerials in and not using the same aerial for one, unless they do. I don't know. Maybe.
It's a weird kind of symptom to have on a phone, to be honest, but depends which service you're with. I mean, I was offered a free SIM with TalkTalk, and they said unlimited mobile. There you go, and it comes with like a certain amount of data as well. And I was like, oh, great, but you couldn't get the data unless you were at like 5+ bars, like literally standing next to the radio transmitter to get your mobile. So if you go to the countryside, you couldn't use Google, you couldn't send messages, you couldn't send text, you couldn't send no data anywhere apart from in town standing next to the receiver. And they did it like that on purpose because they thought, well, we'll tell you this is free, but you're not going to be able to use it. So we're not going to be spending much money. So you can have this for free. But it's like, yeah, but I can't use it. It's like, it doesn't work, So I went back to being with EE because I thought, well, I've got a free SIM now. I don't have to be with anybody anymore now. Great. And it's like, yeah.
Better.
They don't give you nothing for nothing. Yeah.
No. So I've been using EE for years. Well, obviously when it was Orange and and then now EE.
That is years, Orange.
Yep. I think it used to be called, was it Hutchison and Telecom at one point?
That's even before, something like that.
That's even further back, yeah.
And they started bringing the adverts out, the Futures Orange, and question marks and stuff like that. So it had people thinking, what's this orange thing? What's it advertising? And when it came out, it was obviously the mobile phone firm, and the publicity, obviously, it's got caught publicity and done quite well for itself. But then again, Orange back then was extra day, wasn't it? Quite day, I believe.
It still is expensive, but it's still good though.
Yeah.
And all of these companies are all spin-offs from the one master company who owns it all. They're like the new world order of phone companies called Hutchinson Telecom.
Yeah, I would just said that, Hutchison Telecom.
Yeah. They own all of the frequencies that they license out to all the different companies like EE, because they bought them years ago when nobody thought that they would need them, because they were like, well,
Yep.
what's all these frequencies? And Hutchinson said, yeah, we'll buy them all. And they gave the government loads of money and bought everything. And now EE and everybody else are like, we need this for 5G. And Hutchinson's like, right, you're going to have to pay some money now then, aren't you? Hey. But it's all. But the thing is, they're charging themselves, because it's like Hutchinson Telecom. They're all spawned companies out of Hutchinson Telecom, but they're pretending to be different companies. But it's all just one big bloody company. That's why, I think it's all bullshit, really.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3. And then they go, oh no, if you're on EE transmitters, you're not on Vodafone. It's like, oh, for God's sake, why don't they just give it up and just like let everybody use everybody else's transmitters and just stop with the bullshit? Like, oh, we're better than them, we're a better service. It's like, no, you're all owned by the same company. Really, at the end of the day. So why are you pulling this shit?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I know my other half, he uses O2, and it's the biggest bag of shit ever. There's dead spots and everything.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
this is it. There
"Whoa,
doesn't
this
need
is
to
shit."
be dead spots, but it's because they're not paying the money. They're literally saying, when you get to this signal range, we're not dealing with you, even though there is a signal there, because they piggyback on other services, O2, most of the time. So they're piggybacking on an EE transmitter. But EE is saying, no. When you get to this signal, we're going to cut you off. Whereas we will give our own customers all the way down to signal nothing. But when you get down to signal 3, no, that's it. It's a bit like this talk thing. It's like you've got to be at signal 5 to be able to get a service. It's bullshit.
It is, definitely.
Thomas is asking a question there. Thomas Urban Explores, do I need a bigger memory card, GB or SD card for doing videos on his mobile phone? Well, if you've got the same phone as mine, a Nokia 3.1, if you put your memory card in it, it doesn't work for that. Like I say, I had a brand new memory card, shoved it in my phone, taking loads of pictures. It filled up my Google account, and when I went to my SD card, because my phone's running slow, it's saying it's all slow. Delete or slow, clean your phone. Goes to the memory, the phone's full, but the SD card's virtually empty. So
Weren't
it depends.
you moving it over to the SD card? Because sometimes you used to give you an option whether you could save it to the actual phone memory or to the SD card.
Yeah, my phone don't do that. That's why I'm saying if it's a Nokia 3.1, it won't give you that option. But
I know
it
mine's
depends.
built in memory, so
Yeah, it depends on your
mine's fine
phone.
though.
I think it depends on your phone whether it gives you that option. But I'm sure it
But
does on some.
it's usually inside the photo app. Inside the photo app, you press the cog, and it says, where do I save my photos and videos to? And you say,
Yeah,
SD card.
yeah.
So we
I
get
know there isn't one on this phone, but
Yeah.
I just get rid of all the crap that I don't need, so I'm fine.
Yeah, so let's have a look, and it's
So you say you get me a camera up, press the one to get the settings up.
yeah. It's not actually saying it on mine either. And it used to on most of my phones. It's always said, where do you want to store stuff? No, it doesn't actually say it. That's bizarre.
That'll be enough, thanks.
State of
So-
storage. There, it says state of storage on mine,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's not highlighted, so you can't use it
Yeah.
for some reason.
State of storage. Right. Have you formatted the SD card in that device? You have to format the SD card in the phone. If there's nothing on the SD card, it's safe to do, yeah? But when you put them in, they're formatted for a computer, and it doesn't recognize that. You've got to format it in there to make it the Android format, and then it will just start piping stuff through to the memory card.
Right, I'll have to try that then. Definitely.
and you can take the card out and put it into a computer, but you see all this weird file shit there, you know. But it is designed to be left in there. It's not really designed to be taken out and put into something else. You can, but you'll see all this weird crap. Yeah, it's best left in the device. Don't go taking it out unless you've got a problem.
So are you supposed to get your videos off and pictures off your phone then?
Plug the lead in. And plug the lead into your USB into the yeah, and then your phone comes up as a named device, whatever you've called your phone, and it'll come up, you know, like you've got your C drive, your D drive, and then it'll have the friendly name of the phone. It'll be called like Will's iPhone or something like. Well, it won't, because iPhone don't do that, because Android does. iPhone just don't show up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, welcome to Apple. We don't allow you to connect it into a computer. No, because then you wouldn't go to iTunes. So we make you get all your pictures and videos through iTunes because we're Apple and we're special. Yeah. Hey, ALW.
Yeah, special in the head. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, I sent Zach in here a minute ago as well.
I've got to go and get a beer. I'll be back now.
Where is he? Bloody hell. Missed it now. Is he going to get in a beer?
Yeah, he's going to get a drink or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Rooted Expeditions. Zach. It's an incoming. So. Ooh.
He's got an adapter for his SD card. So have I, but you just heard what Matt said about if you shove it in your laptop, it won't do much.
Oh, no. I don't put it into the laptop. Fuck that. But I can transfer it over from my phone to my laptop. I've got them connected to each other. Did that ages ago.
Android is a different thing.
Android's a lot easier.
If you format it on your PC, it fats to 32, whatever that is, and on your Android it prefers X4 or whatever, X64. Yeah, I don't know. Foreign talk to me. That don't understand none of it.
Oh, bloody hell, you're no good.
I know, tell me about it. I want they're doing phones now. A 10 gig phone.
Hey?
But look at the price. A 10 there, no memory on their phone.
What?
An S22. It's got 1 tera memory built into it. But
I know. I know you can get some phones that got a terabyte of memory built in. Yeah, I already knew that.
I didn't know that.
Didn't you? Where the hell have you been?
You can get Apple phones like that, but they just charge you a fortune for the bloody memory. I remember when you could just plug the memory card in yourself with where the SIM card goes in. There'd be another little gap, and just push it in there. But then they decided, no, people will just be doing it without paying us money, so we don't want them to do that.
Yeah, Matt, someone's asking you to ask ALW about the carbon monoxide. I believe he found out. I believe he found out what them pipes were going down to the floor for. I was thinking the same thing. Extraction for vapors on the floor before they actually rise to the ceiling.
That's the place that he was in with it Steve within?
Yeah, that's the one.
I sent his reply. I can't remember whether or not it's safe for me to play it. Otherwise, I'll play it to you now. But he basically says, it's get down and out, he said. That's the thing, is you get down, because he says, yes, there will be carbon monoxide down there, but you can't breathe smoke, because that's even worse.
Yeah.
So he said there might be carbon monoxide down there. He said, but in a room that's like, was it 10 meters by 10 meters or something like that? He said it'll take 5 minutes for a small fire in the corner to extinguish all the air out of the room. He said, so you've got to get out of there, but you get down to, low, where there will still be some oxygen. Yes, there'll be carbon monoxide, but maybe manageable levels. But you get down underneath it and get out, which is what I remember hearing this sort of stuff about fires before. And he pointed out as well, he said, bear in mind that straight away, if you stand up in a room, right, up there, within a couple of minutes can become 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
So you don't want your head at 1,000 degrees. So you'll be forced to bring your head down because of the heat that's up there anyway. But he said at the bottom, it'll actually be quite cold down the bottom compared to up there. But, you can't stand up you know, and breathe in smoke, because you'll just be dead within, you know,
Yeah.
under a minute. But
Yeah.
if you get down to the ground and get out, crawl, you know, crawl down and low, that's your best chance to get out. And I did say to him, I said, well, what are these vent things for then? So I think I said, yeah, but did you answer me what the things were, the vents were? And I think he might have, and I can't remember what his answer was now.
There was
Or maybe-
extraction
You can always have
fan,
a look after, can't
extraction,
you?
extraction vents to suck the spillages off the floor, the fumes off the floor. Because if you spill something, it goes to go on the floor first, and the fumes rise. So if it's extracting from the ground surface, it's got to catch all the spills.
So did I get that mostly right, Mr. ALW? And what were those vents for then? Because I've forgotten now. Yeah. So you give me marks out of 10 for my remembering skills. It was only this morning. Told me.
Yeah, but we know how much you forget. That's the thing. You remember everything else.
Mm. Mm. This is Gruyere, which is a nutty cheese. It's lovely. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. The fence near the floor would to prevent the room becoming a confined space.
Confined.
Yeah,
Mm. But
Not
confined.
confined space.
doesn't make sense, that, does it?
What do you mean by confined? Does it pump air in to give you air at the bottom of the floor, or does it suck it out? I would have thought it would have probably brought air in to keep a safe level of oxygen down there in case there's a fire. But the only trouble is then when you have a fire, you have to turn off the oxygen, because otherwise you feed the fire. So there's going to be a point where those are not going to work. No, extract, he said. Extract.
Yeah, I know, but if you're feeding a fire, then obviously it's going to be bigger flames.
Mm. I think what he's saying must be confined. You get fumes in a confined space.
Yeah.
So to stop it becoming a dangerous room, they're actually sucking out from low.
Out. Yeah.
They're sucking out from low, but they're probably allowing air in from on high and sucking out from the bottom, because the fumes, the petrol fumes, go down low. Somebody was saying, is that it? Mm. Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. You know, it makes sense to kind of suck off those low lying fumes. You know, petrol fumes and things like that, low lying, actually shimmer. Like you can see them. It's almost like shimmering.
It's like a hot road.
Yeah, like a hot road. You can see the fumes shimmering. Yeah. And all it would take is a spark, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Perfect. You wouldn't just get a fire; you'd get an explosion.
Yeah. ALW say most of the gases are heavier than the air.
Yeah.
In most situations, yeah.
Yeah, there's a natural inlet, he says, higher up, and they suck out the low fumes, the dangerous fumes, which would accumulate low. There you go. So it was worth, when we were down that bunker, it was worth asking that question, because now I'll remember that, because I was like, well, why does that come down low to the ground then? It's because it's dangerous fumes environment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And those fumes go low.
New, don't you?
That's what I need. A four-way gas detector as well.
Hi, Colonel.
Because, like, you know, I go to places like this behind me and underground and caves and stuff like that, and it can be.
I got a four-way gas detector. I just stand in front of Ray, Steve, and Alex, and Gav, and I just let one rip, and they give me a marking of like out of 5 how good it was.
Oh my god! Well, I'm not surprised.
It's my four-way gas detector.
Right, Steve, welcome in.
We got Steve Arnold. You're right.
Andrew, we all love a four-way.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Fun times, eh?
Colonel, say hi to you, Matt.
Oh, hello, Colonel. Hello, mate. Yeah, so interesting places those petrol bunkers. There's a whole area which we didn't get into. I saw Steve's video, and load of rooms, and there was a generator, and there were other rooms and equipment rooms and things like that. They were all, each one was sealed to the next one along, so it was like they were all sealed from each other. Mm.
Yeah, it's flooded when you went there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why he said he would happy if he had his waders with him, but he didn't have them.
And you said
Yeah,
when you went there, it wasn't flooded. You said the pictures
well,
I sent you. Or was
I'm
that
just going to
different
have a
area?
look now, because Luke White sent me the things, but I didn't look when I was underground. But let me have a look at the videos now. Or did he send me the video, or did he?
I thought you said
He sent me
photographs.
photos. He sent me photographs. Hang on, no, I think, is this somebody else's video or is this his?
A couple of weeks ago, we were down in the Cornish mine, and we went into an area of bad air, and my gas detector did go off. They do work, folks. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to watch his video now and see whether it's badly flooded underground or
Oh,
not.
so he did his own video. Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, so he
Do you
doesn't seem
know-
to be he doesn't seem to be standing on anything in particular. I'm just waiting for him to point the camera down. He's pointed it sideways, but not downwards at the
Oh.
moment. Oh, come on, point it down, point it down.
Do you know
Oh,
how many?
maybe there is just a little bit of water that's still there. I didn't think there was any, but it's because it's so thin. He's just probably walking around. He doesn't care.
Possibly, yeah.
Mm.
But
Mitch is
weren't they
asking. Do
quite
you know?
deep? Or are they you just didn't want to walk in it?
I have no idea what the capacity of the fuel bunker is, but I did read somewhere. I think it was 2,000 tons, and there were two of them. But that would be in weight, not liters.
Yeah.
I did read somewhere that was the thing. It's what you would call it, fuel bunker, RAF fuel bunker 225. So if you look it up based on that, there was somebody written some information up on it, and I got a feeling they said something like 200 or 2,000, but I think it's more likely 2,000 tons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a litre of fuel weighs roughly about 1 kilo, I think.
Right.
Because
Right.
it's, yeah. I'm sure it's that.
Yeah. But there's definitely water going down into the deep part of the sump.
Mm.
But I'm not seeing it like as if he splashed ripples. It's like calm, like a pond. So I don't know whether or not. I don't know whether it was, and he's just walking around casually, just walking on the floor.
Is he not Jesus, is he? Walking on top of the water?
Oh, good grief. Don't start with that shit. No, it probably was only a little tiny bit, so it's probably just not enough.
Are your cats having a go again?
No, he's
the
putting
kitchen?
the sound on. My cats are in another room. No,
Just come
it's Matt's putting the sound on to trying to hear if there's any splashing on it.
Come in through the door, sort of.
Not pointing down at his feet very much. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Maybe this is why I didn't.
This one's clean.
But I don't think he's making any effort to. I'll ask him now. I'll send him a message and ask him.
Yeah, might
Mm.
verify it a bit then.
You know that fuel bunker when you went down there was it in general okay to walk around, or did you have to sort of go through about an inch of water around most of it? Obviously, the deep sumps were no go, but like when you were walking around the main bit of it, did it have much water on the floor, or were you wearing wellies and you didn't care? Because it didn't look like there was any water, but when we went there, it had come up a little bit, so I didn't know where it had come from. Anyway, we'll see if we get an answer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Andy Young there, he's an ex-tanker driver, and he says petroleum fumes.
Petroleum spirit fumes are heavier than air
Yeah.
and sink to the floor.
Yeah. No, when
Yeah.
they empty them bunkers, the fuel depots, obviously there's still fumes and stuff in there, or do they pump water in it to get rid of all the fumes first to make it safe, then pump the water out, or leave the water in some? Do you get me?
I've heard that they in a lot of them they fill them up with fuel. They fill them up with water because they've had fuel in them, and that way it kind of makes it safe because
Yeah,
they
because
don't
it
want.
pushes all the gases out. Because if it's
Yeah.
full of water, there's no gas in there.
Yeah, because there's no way they can get in there to clean them, and they're not going to send somebody in to clean them. So they literally fill them up with water, I've been told. So then they've got a problem because if they ever come to want to use it again, they've got to empty all the water out. I would imagine that depending on what they are, whether they're concrete or whether they're metal lined, they might actually put a chemical in there in the water as well to make it less corrosive. There's things like that, like you can put in radiators. They can add a solution to it to not want to rust out the tank.
Yeah, I
There we
know. IKS went to one, and it was a diesel one they went to, and that stunk of diesel. They're saying, and it's all oily and gooey all on the floor. Remember that one?
Yeah.
But then again, diesel's not as flammable as the other types of fuels, is there? So that might be why they've left a few, maybe diesel ones empty, and the more flammable ones they might fill up.
Yeah. Well, compensated tank system, ALW says, but I don't know what he means by compensated tank system. Yeah. It's like when you cut up a gas cylinder, you fill it with water before cutting to get rid of any gas. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
John Bengal. Makes sense because, I mean, those things, you get a mixture of air and gas and it's lingering around, and then some kids get there and they're, like playing around with a torch that has a spark, and that's it. They'll just
exactly.
blow
Then you go
the
up.
lid off it.
Yeah.
So I think they do fill them up with water.
Yeah. Makes sense in a way, doesn't it?
It does.
And I wonder, because I've been up Oldham, I think everyone's nearly been up Oldham, yeah? And on the hills up there, you see underground reservoirs, and they're saying full of water, and all of them are full of water. I just wonder if any of them could have been for fuel, and they just filled them up with water and just left them now. And that's why they're just saying water, danger water in there.
Don't know.
Because you've got to remember, yeah, fair enough, they've got the pipes running miles and miles, but obviously they'll have other major depots for other areas and stuff, won't they? Because they've got armies, barracks and bases all over the place. So
Reservoir not far from where I live now. That's at Strinesdale one. And then there's Dovestones Reservoir as well.
yeah. Crazy. Have you seen that pillbox up there? You go past Dovestones, keep going up, and it's on your left.
No, I haven't actually. I've not been up Dovestone in ages.
It's just off the road, and if you know what you're looking for, you can find it.
Right.
I've not been there yet. I want to go and do it, and when you get there, you walk into it, and you got your pillbox like normal. Then you got a downstairs pillbox as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You have to let us know when you're going, because I'll come with you.
I believe there's big spiders there. You can go in first and collect them all.
Oh, thanks. I love you
then
too.
I can go in. You know what I mean?
Oh, bugger that. I'll just use you as a barricade. Go on, get in there.
BD McCready's asking you a question, Will. He says, does the urban legend carry any handheld oxygen canister for emergencies?
No, not at the moment, no. And them devices I've looked in called Last Breath, and basically you get about 3 or 4 breaths and then it's run out.
Yeah,
it's mainly for divers and stuff like that. Best bet is just get hold of like you say, a 4-way gas detector and go from there. And that's probably the best way and the easiest way to do it. So
Yeah.
we'll be getting a gas detector in the future sometime. Definitely need one because safety's number one. I always keep saying that. So
There's
yeah.
a chemical oxygen generator. There's these little boxes that are about this big, and you pull it open, and you get this mask thing. You put it on your face, and then you activate it. You pull the thing, and it starts to burn a chemical. And as the chemical
it gets hot.
burns, it gets hot, but it's producing oxygen. So you're breathing in, the oxygen from this thing, and they can last 15 minutes. Somebody told me 30 minutes, but that's enough to get you a long distance, like away
Yeah.
from whatever's going on. But of course, you got to be careful with anything that's got an ignition source because, if you're not just
Underground
dealing
as
with a
well.
fire, if you're not just dealing with a fire, if say you're dealing with gases, you could ignite the gases. But
Yeah.
What
But they
Michael
are.
was saying about how
Yeah,
I'm
better.
having a drink and I'm not having it leaking through my piercings. It doesn't leak through, believe me. Go on, sorry, Will.
2 level pillbox luxury. I might go and do that because everyone's seen a pillbox, but no one's really seen a double level one. Know what I mean? Not what I've seen. I've seen someone do it, so yeah. So I know it's there, and I know where it was. So as soon as I seen the pillbox, I knew where it was straight away. I've just got one of them memories. If I know somewhere and just see like a picture or just a photo of the place, I can say, yeah, I know where that is, or this is there, or whatever. But I couldn't tell you the name of the street, but I could tell you where it is, if you know what I mean. I've got one of them memories where I see a place and recognise it straight away.
Yeah, I can do that, but I just won't remember the addresses. I just know where it is, and I'll be like, yeah, it's right, I know where that is.
Yeah, I can do it within like watching YouTube videos as well. People release a video and I can I know where this place is straight away as soon as it comes on, or know what I mean, within 5 seconds, if that.
That's all right then.
Yeah,
Good having photographic memory.
it's not a photographic memory, I don't think. It's just memory of the places in a way.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is really, because you're having an image of it and you know exactly where it is. That you couldn't give the street or where it is, but you know where it is to go to get to it.
Exactly.
You're talking about pillboxes. Have you seen these pillboxes in France? Well, they're not pillboxes per se. They're houses. They actually built houses out in the countryside that look like houses. They've got a roof and windows, but there's nothing behind those windows. It's fake.
A big gun in there.
They're big guns in them.
Yeah.
But they look like houses. So you could shoot a tank, could shoot at it, but it would just be going into concrete. But of course the gun is turning round on you inside, and bang, it'll have you.
Yeah. Seen them. They've got these things. Seen it the other day. It's not the Magna line in France. It's another one.
Maginot
line. It's not that.
Maginot.
It's another type of defence like that, and it's in France as well. And basically, they built it, or was it the Germans who built it? And they got invaded. They went right past it then because they just thought it's just a couple of pillboxes and just left it. But when they did get into it, eventually, it was this underground city, and they had these domes that pop up out of the ground, little metal domes with machine guns in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind going to that place. It's like a Kelverton Hatch where you pay to go in and think. It's like a museum. So that would be a good place to go. But it does go on for miles.
Oh yeah, I mean, those things underground, you get on a train and they take you on a train underground to get to all of these things you were talking about, these little turrets that come up.
Yeah,
and they were bastards, the Germans, because they just used to fire indiscriminately into foreign countries. and they would just like pop up a turret, poof, just fire randomly into something, and then you'd be like pop up again, poof, and just fire. So Germany was known as a right little bastard of a country because they were just like randomly bombing other countries just for the hell of it, and they were just doing that all the time. Yeah, the Maginot Line. Yeah,
Bloody hell.
And that's probably the other one. So
so that song comes. You can hang out the washing on the Siegfried Line.
Yeah, I've heard that.
mhm.
Yeah, but those
No,
those
sir,
guns
he's not been doing
were.
it here, mate. Sorry, you were saying it were thingy jigging. Yeah, but the line's been all right, so it must be only on your side, Scooby.
Jigging in the rigging.
Seems all right up to now. It's not been jumping since you changed to your phone.
No, I know, but he's been saying it was loading, but I think
Yeah,
that's
it's-
just on his side because everybody else has been fine. You, me, Matt's been fine, so it's obviously his internet's been playing up.
Yeah,
So-
probably is. Because I've done that sometimes. Sometimes it just swirls.
Yeah, it does sometimes. Just
Yeah.
depends. Doesn't help though. The kids are all off bloody school, so everybody's on the frigging internet. It's like, hurry up, get back to school. Oh dear.
I'm on the
Yeah,
Iron Brew, me.
Mm.
The what?
The Iron Brew.
Oh, Iron Brew. I don't know.
Yeah.
He just gave me, but just finished it now. A bit of ginger wine. I just said it tasted like bloody mulled wine to me, but there you go. Gone now, anyway.
Yeah.
Aye.
Somebody said you can hire the gas analyzers. I think you can. They start about 90 quid, and you're going to end up spending about 200 or something like that on a small. So like, was it 4-way gas detector? Let's have a look. 400 quid. Smart Sensor 4. BW Clip series. Right.
Why would you
And they
hire
got
one?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
We was talking about that before, Lee. We've noticed that ourselves.
They
Matt,
do single gas. Those are.
Mm.
The Smart
Should I
Sensor 4-in-1 does CO2, carbon monoxide, H2S, that's hydrogen sulfide, or whatever it is. What's the other one it does then? But it's got 4-in-1, that's £106.
not too bad, that. I've seen them a lot dearer than that, like 700 quids.
Yeah, they're from big companies that are selling to like BW and all that. I think BW is a subsidiary of a massive company. I can't remember, like General Electric or 3M or something like that. That's their gas detector company. But of course, coming from them, it's going to be like, oh well, we'll charge you 4 times as much, sir.
Where's it for that? You pay
Yeah.
for the name, in other words, like everything else. Yeah, saying before, I'm eating ginger sweets because it just settles your stomach, and I like ginger sweets because they're nice.
Yeah, I was looking at the gas meters, but I don't know, like you say, which brands to go for when I was looking on eBay or Amazon. They do sell them, but you don't know which brand is recognisable as a good brand or a Chinese brand, or you know what I mean. Remember one store I heard on the news, a guy was selling the military land mine sweep detectors, and basically it
Alright.
wasn't a detector; it was a electric stud finder, basically. And they were selling them to the military. God knows, know what I mean? I don't want to buy a device that is as deadly as that when I need it most. Know what I mean? The guy who did sell them to the military did get found out and prosecuted and took care of. Yeah. Don't know if anyone else heard that story or not.
No,
Oh, there's a company out here that'll hire you gas monitors, but for 8 weeks, it's £315. So just think how much it would cost you for a year. at those prices, right? So it's like
You can fucking buy
8
your
weeks.
own.
So yeah, you could buy your own.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, then you'd be wanting to spend like what, $5,000 with this company to have one for a year when you could pay 400 quid and have your own.
What the fuck?
£360 for 8 weeks. You buy one.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't believe companies like this. They're like, oh, you know, you just hire it from us. And it's like, fuck off. It's the same thing with like audiovisual companies. Like you say, how much to hire a video projector for the weekend? They'd be like, oh, £150. It's like, oh,
Buy
right.
your own.
I could buy my own, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. They take the piss.
You know?
Yeah, he's got it right there, because a load of crap does come from China and stuff like that. But recently they're bringing out new stuff like these torches from China, the expensive torches we're talking about, and they're unbelievable and stuff like that. So it depends which brand you get, though, and because we don't really know the Chinese market, we don't know what brands to look out for, which ones you know what I mean, suitable, and which ones the naff brands to stay away from.
Well,
But
the
yeah,
trouble is they're
stay
all
away.
copying each other. So, you know, if you get a company that does quite well, you're going to get Chinese clones that are going to call themselves, you know, like Olight,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be Olight. So can you trust what you think you're getting, you know, because there'll be quite good copies, but of course they're expensive torches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that company,
like you say,
company was,
some copies use inferior items, so it's not as good as well.
yeah,
Go on, Matt. Sorry about that.
Inferior.
Yeah.
that's okay. The company that is the parent company to that BM or BW or something is Honeywell. And Honeywell are the very big expensive ones, and they own that other company. They probably bought them out, so they, you know. But the Honeywell ones, they're like, oh, here we are. It's like, oh, that's only 4 detectors, but I wonder if that's actually just renting it to you again. But that's £300. Is that all in? Yeah, £300 for a Honeywell one, portable gas detector, 2-month battery runtime. That's not very good, because a lot of the BW ones, they run for 3 years on the batteries. So these are pretty, you know, shit, really. Yeah. It says the BW Icon is designed to have a 2-year life, but if you have the Honeywell one, which is the parent company, it's got 2 months runtime. Great.
Yeah. Also, you've got to get them calibrated. If you're working with on the ground all the time and you're using them as a job, you've got to get them calibrated every so often. I think it's every 3 months or something.
Yeah.
So you got to
Yeah.
get that counted into a cost of owning one and sending it off, and then getting it serviced and then sent back to you. So you've got to count that in while you're owning it. But obviously, it's worth it because it'll save your life in the long run.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never known anybody to want and need one down in places like Box and things like that. But, you know, some people say yes. If you're doing mines, like quarries are different, because quarrying stone is not like quarrying, you know, coal and things like that. Different types of things produce different gases and levels of gas. But yeah, I had the hydrogen sulfide one with me, but that's only hydrogen sulfide, so it just does one thing. But you know, that's a bit of a killer, because I mean, with hydrogen sulfide, you can't tell that there's any oncoming thing. You just pass out and die. That's it.
Yeah.
With too much CO2 or not enough oxygen, you get warning effects. Your body starts freaking out, so you know something's not right. You know. So you're gonna get a headache, and you're gonna feel bad, you know, and then you're gonna retrace your steps back to where there was oxygen, you know. So, but with H2S, that's the worst one of all, because that one will knock you out straight away before you know what's hit you, because there's no noticeable effects. It's just like 1 minute you're awake, next minute you're out. That's it. Bang.
Yeah, I was watching something about air and the quality of air and stuff like that per parts of a million, and something about these sensors and stuff like that. And basically, compared to CO2 or carbon monoxide, the percentage of how much you need to breathe in to make it fatal is, like you say, minimum, very minimum. So their detectors must pick up the very, very slightest trace. You know what I mean? Because, like you say, that sulfur is really bad. But also with caves, though, with rocks and lime caves or whatever, stone slate mines and stuff like that. If they use a lot of wood in there and the wood starts getting rotten with water coming through, that can release off a methane as well with the rotten wood, of course. So even in like places you don't expect, like mines with coal, like you say, is you expect gases. But even in some other caves that are just mined for the stone, you can get gases if there's wet wood in there and it's been rotting away for a while as well.
RMC Services said that he didn't know you were on because he's been unsubscribed from the channel, i.e.
Yep.
he didn't unsubscribe himself. It's this YouTube thing. They've been doing it to people. They're going like,
Yep.
oh, we're just going to unsubscribe you from all these channels because reasons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's that, did you say?
That was RMC Services. He'd been unsubbed, but he shouldn't have been, by the sounds of it.
That's happened to me a few times. I've looked in the people thinking, why haven't they released the video for a while? And yeah, I've clocked on that I've been unsubscribed from him. It's weird that.
Holy shit. They do it
Yeah.
purposely. I mean, I don't understand if you're not going to the channel, but then if you're going to the channel all the time and you don't realise and you look and it's like, well, hang on a minute, why am I unsubscribed? It's a load of crap.
Yeah, they're saying that it's very expensive to get the calibration, but I mean, it's one of these things. It's like bloody ink cartridges for your printer. You're better off buying a new bloody printer. You know, it'd be cheaper than buying the cartridges for it.
And also, when you've got one of them gas detectors, you're supposed to turn it on outside before you go in to calibrate the air. So in theory, you're calibrating it yourself each time you're using it if you use it right. Because if you go in a underground or somewhere where there's gases and you calibrate it, it'll just start, think that level's right level, and then obviously it might be already halfway down danger level, but unless it gets to the major danger level on the machine, it'll think it's only halfway because we've calibrated it wrongly. So it could send you into like a false support, thinking you've false safety. So you always got to calibrate it outside before you go in. But then again,
So then
you
it can
also
detect the changes in the atmosphere.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah, Barry Little apparently got unsubscribed from ALW, and he's a channel member, so he's actually subscribed and he's a channel member.
Yeah, about that as well.
And he got unsubscribed. Crazy, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Stupid.
Because some people I see, and then I'll find out like hours later they've been on. You'll be like, but I'm subscribed to them, or you get even when you subscribe to them, it happens, and I'll be like, so how the hell have I missed this? Well, I've been on my phone, so why have I not seen the alert, the notification?
Yeah, I've done that a few times. It's like 20 minutes late or even half an hour sometimes.
Yeah, and then it'll come up and it'll be like, what do you mean?
Everyone say goodbye. We're just leaving now and all that. You're like, yeah, I've just jumped on. I'll have to watch it from the beginning.
I'll just have a drink. Please. Yes, please.
Colonel, where did you get yours from and how much do you pay for it?
I'm just changing my pants, so I'm turning my camera off a second.
Oh, that's no good.
You know, you're not allowed to see anything.
We can hear you, though.
You didn't have to actually tell us, you know, like I'm changing my pants.
Yes, not me underwear, just my pants. I'm still wearing my jeans because I've been out all day.
Right. Okay.
I'm sitting with my legs crossed, and it's a bit awkward when you're wearing jeans.
Right. Pants.
Pants.
As in underpants.
No, not underpants. Jeans.
Oh, right.
Up this end, they call them pants. Down south, they
Right.
call them maybe trousers or jeans.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, different areas, different meanings.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go off for a minute now because I've got to have a gentleman's wash, right? Because
Go
I'm
for a
feeling a bit stinky and it's a bit sticky. My trousers are like getting a bit stuck to my leg, so I'm just for a minute, folks. Okay, I hope you don't mind, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
eBay, £110. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
We get
I better turn his sound off, shall I?
Oh, there we are.
Fuck off.
There we are.
Oh, wasn't too long
I'll
that.
put my legs crossed when I'm sat in front of the computer, or I'll sit on my knees or something like that. I can't sit with my legs straight. I cannot do it. I've never done it, so there you go. It's just as I've actually ripped jeans from the way I sit. It's just quite funny. So I've always done it though. Even when I'm sat on somebody's sofa, I'll take my shoes off and then sit on my legs. Just
Yeah.
I can't get I like to be really comfy.
I suppose the thing to do with these cheap sensors is to do reviews and look for a brand, even though it's a Chinese brand, look for a brand that's kind of like better, you know, because you could get a company that's making these things, but the standards are not necessarily, you know, to like European standards or like to a high standard.
Yeah.
You know, it could just be sort of like thrown together, you know, and you're not going to know unless you've got a source of hydrogen sulfide, you know, or you can take all the oxygen out of an environment to test the O2 meters working or not, you know.
If you breathe on it, would it pick it up? The monoxide out of your breath, do you reckon?
The CO level would go up, as in like, you know, carbon dioxide, you know, the CO level would go up, but you know, it's like the CO level could go up, but as you know, as long as you still got oxygen, it doesn't really matter. Like the CO level can go up, but it's like if you're losing oxygen, the CO level's gone up, then you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. 4-way gas detector. Let's see which are the cheapest ones on eBay then. Ooh, see, Honeywell, 552. Ugh.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, straight away.
Merchants.
Right, should I put in portable? Portable. Natural gas leak detector. No, I want like a wearable one that does all things. Well, there's a pre-owned BW Gas Alert Quadro, and that's going for $79 starting thing.
$79. So
Yeah.
if that's coming from a different country, obviously outside the UK, would that
Pounds.
Sorry? Pounds.
Pounds.
I was going to say then when you said $79, I'm like, eh?
Mm.
I'm going to say if it's coming from another country, you're going to be paying for bloody export fees and all that. So, but
the thing you've got to find out is how long has it got on the battery, you know, because these things are designed to be used for like 2 years and then the battery dies, you know, so you really need to know, you know, what your battery's doing.
If you get the old-fashioned ones, they last a couple of years longer. No, the bird ones, the send down.
The bird ones.
Yeah.
We're not getting the bloody canary now.
That's it. The canaries, weren't it? This used to send down the mines.
The canary in the bloody cage, and the canary falls off the perch like shit. Run!
Yeah.
Oh, there's a 4. Yeah, I found one. Yeah, 4-in-1 gas detector. O2 H2S COLELEX, and that's £118 from China. This must be the type that he's on about.
At least it's cheaper to get that, even if it lasts only a couple of years. At least you're not paying stupid amount if you're hiring one.
Can you show us the
Mm.
picture, Matt? And you can say whether it's the same one.
Yeah, all right. I'll
You're
share my screen with
comparing
you.
pictures, are you? See who's
There we
coming.
go. See if this is the right one. That one.
Hi, Dave
Give me-
P.
Give me a second.
You can have in orange, Secret Vault orange, or black.
Ooh, orange is better.
But you're not allowed to have white because Black Lives Matter. So
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
orange, the Urban Legend orange is the best one there. Yeah, the Urban Legend
Yeah.
orange.
no,
Isn't
Secret
that
Vault orange. You
so
mean?
much? You have everything in black, you lose it all. It's better if it's something luminous. It's stupid.
Did you know? Right, this is. Oh, Jackie's gone. Oh well.
I was still here. So
No.
Oh
Jack,
right.
Blame that on him there.
no,
because what-
you pressed the button, did yes, you
Blame
did.
Blame it on him there. Because what I did, I was going to delete that screen of the gas detector. As I just pressing it, he deleted it, didn't you, Matt? And
No.
obviously we moved across, and when I hit the button, you went.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was still
Yeah.
there. Jackie didn't go anywhere. One of you spanners pressed the button.
We both did.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say then.
You're saying about the orange one or the black one.
Oh yeah, no, I was going to say I heard today, right? This is no joke, apparently, that there's chocolate egg companies have now bowed to pressure and aren't producing white Easter eggs made in white chocolate because of black people are more important than so therefore. But the thing is, I thought a human being was made out of blood, sinews, muscles, and they weren't made out of chocolate last time I checked. So
yeah, definitely.
if you're
I'm
making
not
an
going to go
Easter
to
egg,
a random black person, lick 'em,
yeah,
and then go to
So-
a white person, lick them, and they'd be like, which flavour was that?
yeah. So apparently now this is like taken hold in some circles, and they're like, no, we can't have white Easter eggs, and it's like, really? How about this? How about this one then? Right? Here's a. How about we don't have black Easter eggs and we only have white Easter eggs to piss them off? Yeah.
You know, you just find
Uh,
any fucking excuse.
Yeah, this
to-
channel is
it's
not racist by
stupidity.
any way. This channel is not racist by any way.
No,
Exactly.
no, we're not.
You
We're
don't
not.
have
But
to be
but the
racist,
thing
you're
is,
probably saying
it-
it down to bloody chocolate of all
if
things.
if they can turn around and say you can't have a white Easter egg because it's white and white is shit, that's like saying, well, I'm shit then. I'm just totally shit. All of us here now, we're all shit because we're not black. We're not good enough. We're not special enough. Even though, like, you know, colored people are a minority in this country, right? Yeah. And now it's like when you go down the road, like every advert you see, is it got to be an Indian person or a Chinese person or a black person? It's like you're looking for adverts, and it's like it's all about the black people that live in the UK and the Indian people who live in the UK and the Chinese people. And it's like, really? What about
Trying to
white people?
force
Oh,
to
you
be
can't say
racist,
white.
whether
You can't say white. White is not allowed anymore. Really, we're not allowed. Shall I just move out then? Where shall I go? Shall I go and live in Africa, so all the black people in Africa can come and live in the UK? Maybe they'd be happy. I don't understand it.
Silly. They're
It's
actually
fucking-
forcing people to be racist, whether they want to or not. There's
Well,
no,
here's
they're treating everybody the bloody same. It's
Here's
stupidity.
here's a point for you. On the news today, I heard that this person got murdered, and they were a black coloured, not a white race person. And the relative of that person says they've not received as much publicity as a white person would have. I thought, whoa,
Hang
that-
on.
hang out of order. That's racist in a way, saying that. Know what I mean?
Yep.
I thought to myself, right, so if we was white and they got publicity, why are you making this statement now, getting publicity for that? Because us white people can't say that. So
No, they
in
can't.
theory,
They can do
you're getting more publicity by mentioning you're black.
Yep.
What's going on there with the news? That's a load of bullshit. Know what I mean?
Exactly. This is what they're doing.
It's not
And
down
they're
to the it's not down
But yeah,
to the
if
losing
we
the
say
people.
something, if we said the exact same thing, we'd get bollocked for it, and it's just not right. Where's this?
They're more,
Everybody gets treated the same. It's just they're forcing it on everybody.
they were more concerned about not getting enough publicity because they were black instead of getting publicity because they were dead. It just don't make sense, that.
Right,
I
there was
mean,
there was a
I'm not
scandal in
saying-
the BBC. Oh, sorry.
I'm not saying who it was or which news it was on. It was on today, so if anyone watched the news today, they would have seen it. That's all
No.
I'm saying.
Don't watch mainstream TV. It's shite.
Well, I don't. I
Yeah.
haven't got a TV license, but I was in someone else's house and seen it at the time. You see.
BBC lost their is it Andrew Fergus? I can't remember now. The guy who used to do the Sunday politics show. He decided he had enough of the BBC, so he buggered off. And so they got this woman in to kind of do the same job, and she was on £270,000 a year, but she was the BBC's chief journalist, female, and she was in charge of everything. She worked 7 days a week, right? But when he disappeared, this male who was doing it, he said, "All right, we're going to give it to her." And a lot of people complained because her salary went up to £370,000, right? She got £100,000 bonus, and she only now has to do 1 day a week because she only does that show. So instead of doing 7 days at £270,000, she does 1 day at £370,000, right? And like people are up in arms, like this is where your license fee is going.
Yeah.
Like this bullshit, you know, it's
Yeah.
bullshit. You know, if she was working for a newspaper or she was working for most like places, she'd be on like about £70,000-80,000 a year, £100,000, you know, tops. Yeah, but she's like working for the Beeb, so it's like, oh, maxing out. So anyway, she left. She apparently, I think she dropped out. She said she was leaving, right? So they said, oh, right, replacements now, only allowed to be a woman. Not allowed, men are not allowed to be in the running for it. Only can be a woman because we don't want to have this all men politics and men politics thing. So it can only be a woman. It's like, hang on, shouldn't it be on how good you are? How good you are,
Yep.
not what sex you are.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
People just like making bullshit up so they can just get the way they want, if you know what I mean.
Andrew
it's
Marr.
Crazy.
Mm.
People
like-
the thing
like
is, a lot
Paris-
of normal people are getting sick of it all now. They are. They think they're not, but they are. A lot of people are getting sick of all this shit now.
It's like Barry says, you look at people and not a colour. And it goes as well for gays, lesbians, and even straight people. People go out, well, straight people have been out and kiss outside in public and no one flickers an eyelid. But
You
now,
don't have to tell us what you get up to in your spare time, Will. It's perfectly all right.
We've seen you on them street corners.
We accept you. We accept you for what you are.
but you get these lesbians and gay folk or whatever, yeah.
What,
And
lesbians doing it with gay folk now? I knew they were kinky.
and what you call it? When they when they forcing it on you like this is BLG or whatever it is.
What? They're getting lesbians and they're forcing them to have sex with gay people. They're forcing them now.
Forcing it
Oh, bloody hell.
on you, forcing it on you. I'm
Really?
saying.
Forcing it on me? So I'm going to have a
Yeah.
three-way with the gays and the lesbians abusing me and forcing me to have sex. This doesn't sound very good. Right,
No,
okay.
forcing you to ram it down your neck. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ramming it down my throat now.
They keep blowing
Literally.
it up all the time. It's everywhere and it's in your face. Whereas before you accepted it and seen it as normal, but now they're constantly push, and it's
They
like
push until it hurts.
It's just like
Until
banging
something
your head on the
happens.
wall. You know what I mean? Banging your head on the wall like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's in your face, like the Japanese like it, like all over the face. Yeah.
What the fuck have you been watching?
Before he mentions that,
It was those links you sent me earlier on, Jackie. Here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot it was all that bloody
Tentacle monster porn. Yeah,
yeah, of course it was.
it's like she probably watches spider porn.
Fuck off, you. You know you were secretly watching it.
Spider porn. Like they have sex and then they devour each other afterwards, kill each other.
You alright, mate? Was it a bad time to join? It is now because they only do 2 hours at the moment. We've just
Oh,
read
come
up.
on, go on for an extra
Just
hour.
when we're getting turned on, look, you know.
Yeah, I know you're
Will-
ending it again and it's
Will-
getting exciting.
I'm just getting excited and Will pulls out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you up, Sherman. So yeah, next week come up. Know what I mean?
No, you've got another hour to go, haven't you,
You
Will?
come next week. You
Yes,
come
you
next
have
week.
another hour. Come on, stop being a girl.
Yeah, I did. Right, 1 minute. I'll have to do that and do that. Yeah, for a second. Right, basically, like everyone's saying, I'm going too early, and I only stick to 2 hours because I don't want to do a late night at 12 o'clock and stuff like that because people got work tomorrow and stuff like that. So I was asking everyone in the audience. I know you can't leave it in the chat at the bottom at the moment, but after this live stream, leave it in the chat whether you want us to do a 3 hour one in future. It won't be next week. It'll be in a couple of weeks to do this. This is the new show what's coming up, but 3 hours. And if so, would you prefer 9 till 12? But I think that's a bit late. I think it'll start from 8 till 11. Let us know. Leave the comments in the bottom. And let's see what these are two saying. I know what they're saying. Carry on going. Hello.
Well, do you need us now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
bitch.
Do you need us?
Bug off. Go on, bug off. Go and buy one, get one free. Yeah, I only pay
Charming,
for
isn't it?
I only
You
pay
want
for
us to
the
come on
first
and
2
then
hours.
Off and puts us on mute. Oh, I
I only,
can't remember.
I only pay you for the first 2 hours. That's why.
No, 5 hours. Get it right.
I want to get another can and enjoy myself, but you like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You've got another hour, haven't you, Will? Yes.
Yeah, people are saying 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Send your mum a text message and say
Exactly.
you'll be there by midnight.
Yeah, midnight. Come on. Come on. You can
5
do it,
hours.
Will.
No,
Come on. You can do it.
no.
Come
on,
on.
Like I say, I've got things planned in the future.
No,
I
you
want to
fucking
start.
don't lie. Do not lie.
I want to get him.
not lie.
I want to get it all ready, and then once that's ready, it'll be a 3 hour live stream, and it'll be interacting more with the guests, not the guests, but the audience. So yeah, stay tuned. You'll see what I mean. Got big things planned, hopefully. So yeah, excellent.
I shouldn't get this can then. Should be boring.
Yeah.
One
boring,
can of beer. That's all I've had. One can.
1 hour. 1
Oh.
hour. Come on, stop being a girl. Come on, you can do it. You know you can. Come on. Everybody
No.
watch it. Come on.
I know,
Everybody
but it's
protest
getting
inside.
late. Getting
No,
late.
This is not late. This is early.
They're asking me to go live just to make up for what they're missing with you. See, that's what they're saying. Like, go
Exactly.
live, Matt.
See what you're causing now. Look at the trouble you're
Yeah.
causing.
Right. Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
The bitch.
he'll be back now. You watch. You will.
You better
You
be.
will. You will.
You better be.
You will.
You alive, by the way, still.
Yeah, I know. I can see it up in the corner.
We're still live. Will isn't. Even though
Just
he's
leave
better
us
not.
on you. Just leave us on you. You go off.
Yeah.
And come back.
We'll-
Turn
We'll
it off
take over
later
your
on.
channel then.
Oh.
Oh, it's terrible.
Mm.
Hi, Jack Muir channel. Yeah.
Yeah, of course we will.
Aye.
No
Hmm.
dying on camera. Make sure you turn the
No.
camera off first, then do it.
Aye. Right.
Right.
I'll leave these on for a little bit longer. I've just got to go and make a call and
Go
stuff
on,
like that.
then. Go on, make your phone call. Go on.
But
Go
it
on,
won't be
then.
too long. Won't be too long. We're
Okay.
not staying on for another hour.
Get your
Not
mum
all.
on you. Get your mum on you. Come on. Then we don't have to go then. Get her up on the stream.
Either that, or you go and ring her, and Matt will get another can. Then he can finish his can, and then you can go. Sorted. Yeah.
You know, we've been told she secretly watches. That's why we don't swear.
I swear.
Try not to, anyway.
Mm.
Give us a few minutes then.
Okay.
We win. Yee. Go and get your can, Matt.
He's OCD. He's like my dog. It's like, where's my water in the bowl? She don't want to drink it. She just wants to know it's there, and she's just like happy then. Will asked to ring his mum. 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's why he wants to take the show back to 8, so he can still ring his mum at 11 o'clock and finish it at 11.
Why didn't he just go on for 5 minutes and ring her? We're still nobody's going
Well, that's
anywhere.
That's what he is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, 8 o'clock.
I don't think he would-
Sometimes people are settling down for the night, but not everybody's sorted or comfortable. And
Well, I mean, we could start on mine, but then I'm going to be going till bloody 3 in the morning, then, isn't it? Because I started late,
exactly.
so it's going to be an all nighter. That's the trouble. Start late. I can't be on for an hour, can I? So it's going to be
No,
like
you
2
can't.
hours,
No,
and then
no.
2 hours are going to turn into 3 hours, and
I
you
know.
know, it's going to be like so.
Yeah.
Yeah, start now. I'm not. It's going to be a minimum of 2 o'clock before I'm off. So, and after having done 2 hours on here, then it's going to be like, yeah. It's going to be like a 5-hour extravaganza.
Indeed.
Which is
So
quite a
you
lot when you think about it. It's a lot, isn't it, to do like a 5-hour live stream? That's like a whole day in work or something, you know. Like
No.
it's
Well, yeah,
near enough with your lunch break and things. And
it is.
right, I'm gonna get very quickly. Then I'm gonna go get a
another
can.
Yeah.
My
exactly.
dog is now sniffing my crotch.
You've got crumbs there, haven't you?
She's found a crumb because I just gave her handfuls of crisps, but she's
Yeah,
managed to
crisps,
find one in my crotch.
Yeah. Well,
Right,
that's what happens
I'll be
when
back.
you lose them all down there.
Well,
Animals are not stupid; they find them.
you know, it takes me hours to put those crotch crisps down my crotch, but yeah, we won't talk about.
I'm saying nothing. So he'll be back in a minute. He's just ringing his mum up. Hi, Tracy. And then, we'll be on a bit longer. I suppose he needs to just ring her every night to just check she's okay. I suppose it's one of them. But then if he goes off for 5 minutes to talk to her, then it's not like we're all going to bloody run off and leave him. But then we might be able to. We can all go and hide. Yes, Angel was sniffing him. Hi, Dinkum. Hi, Anthony H. And hello, Andrew. I'm saying nothing, Andrew. You got kicked off the live, did you, Glyn? If your internet's been an ass. Mam Nan. Oh, bless him. Yeah, they'll be both back in a minute. Matt's going getting his beer and Will's talking to his mum. There's nothing wrong with that if he's ringing her up. But you should actually just do that, though. Just say, right, I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. And people will understand it's the Jackie Green show. No, because Matt's back now. Quiet,
I don't
he's back.
I don't speak to my mum because she's dead.
Well, that's fine. Then you
No.
could, maybe you could speak to her in your mind. You just don't know.
Yeah, I haven't got an express telephone line to hell.
Why do you think she's gone to hell? And do you believe there's a hell?
No,
Well, there you go.
no, I'm sure she's gone to her own unique heaven.
Oh, then.
Where she's got better stuff than all the neighbours, and all the neighbours look up to her and go, God, if only we could have had as much brilliant, amazing stuff as you.
Oh, she wasn't one of them. She was like keeping up with the Joneses, and she had to have something better than everybody else.
Well, she talked the talk, but I don't know about walk the walk.
Oh dear. But I had an auntie like that, and it'd be like, oh my God, just seriously, you know, can't. Oh dear.
But she's no longer with us, sadly. But isolated herself
Oh dear.
in the
That's not good.
house. Yeah, never left the house. I know she was a bit ill, but I mean, you know,
Sounded
like,
like what the hell did they call it now? Was it agoraphobia?
mm.
Yeah,
But
agoraphobia.
if you said that to my mum, she'd bollock you. You know, it's like, no. You say, well,
In
you
other
know,
words,
maybe
she was agoraphobic in denial.
everything in denial. You know,
Oh,
we
dear.
said like, you know, she couldn't walk. We said, well, we get her, you know, we come out, we go out shopping. We'll take you out in a wheelchair or something. You know, we'll take you out in and you could get one of these little beep things and do it. And she was like, I am not disabled. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
dear.
you're perfectly able-bodied, of course. No, I'll never mention it again. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Well, sometimes people, when they're stuck in their ways, there's no change in the mind.
Yeah, bless her, but she was very stubborn, you know, and
But sometimes
she
it's that
wouldn't.
type of era, isn't it? The way people are brought up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, she's good mum, but I never used to ring her every night like Will does, ring his mum. He's much better boy than I am. I would never do that.
I don't even ring my mother every night, so you're fine. Just ring her every now and again.
That's
Do you
it. What
talk to Do you talk to your mum about like what was on television earlier, and did she see Coronation Street, and did she do the?
No, like I say, I don't watch TV, so I don't know.
Oh no, my
anything.
mother used to say, "There's no good talking to you because you don't watch any of this." I'm like, "Yeah, I've got better fucking things to do than watch all that bloody soap crap." It's like people talk to it like it's real life, and it's like, no, it's fantasy. It is not real.
I used to listen to my mum and my gran because that's the only person she used to speak to would be my gran. I was the only person apart from my dad, she would speak to my gran, her mum. And she would just sit there and she'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They wouldn't be talking about anything. It was like my gran would be mentioning something. She'd be, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. They do this for like a couple of hours, you know, just like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. I was just to say, are you actually having a conversation, or are you just going, yeah, oh yeah?
Oh my God, that's not a conversation at all.
Aye. Also, I want to ask, what topics shall we start talking about?
We could do with torturing Will. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to like bring topics in and speak about things like maybe like today about internet for like half an hour, then change subject and we'll talk about something else. So we'll have about 3 or 4 different subjects what we can talk through or talk about, plus random stuff that just comes anyway, pops up.
No, we don't have random stuff. No random stuff, Will. No random stuff.
No, we have random. No. We have random stuff, but no
and then
TV.
it can go off into something else.
Right.
So it's never going to always stay on topic. Not completely, does it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, thank you, Ma'am Nan. Yeah. It was a bit of a weird existence. Yeah.
Well, that's how some people go, though, don't they?
Yeah, she was ill, and then she stayed in the house, and to the point where she crippled herself and she couldn't walk anymore, and then she just locked up. She just like locked in one position. That was it.
Oh dear, that's not good at all.
No. She'd have an absolute frigging meltdown if she knew I was talking about this as well, because you were not allowed to talk about my mum to anyone. You're not allowed to talk to anyone about it. Of course, I would tell my friends what was going on, but if she knew you'd spoken about any of this, she would go mental. So she's probably up there now, like looking down, and she's going like, "Frigging bastard!" Maybe when things go wrong in my life, it's my mum going, right, fucking got you back, you bastard, talking about me.
Bleeding hell, sorry to hear that, mate. That's not old at all.
No, that's all right.
No.
I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. I mean, you just got used to it, but it was very sad.
I'm talking about you, Matt. I'm talking about
Oh.
him down here.
Oh, Mitch,
Oh,
Mitch
right.
Seymour.
Yeah.
It says, my mother died from alcoholism. It's bad to see what happens to your mother and the destruction that happened, dead at 58. Well, I know my other half's dad, he was an alcoholic as well. And apparently he went outside one day and just sat on the step and died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
he
Matt,
lost
for
his dad when he
disturbing
was
you then.
about 14.
Oh, that's fine. No, that is bad, and I've never had to deal with anything like that. But I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of dysfunctional things go on in families and kind of get overlooked, or like alcoholism and violence, or just like mental abuse, psychological abuse, physical abuse. And a lot of these kind of things, and I'm not saying that's what happened in my family. I'm just saying a lot of that sort of stuff, it doesn't get dealt with. Either something really bad happens and then there's a reset. Something extremely bad happens and there's a reset, or it just, a lot of the time it just doesn't get dealt with.
Yeah.
Speak to people who say their families were like violent, or the father was alcoholic, used to come in, beat everyone up and all this sort of stuff. And
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
it don't get, and in a lot of these stories it doesn't get better. It's like oh, and then he left, or then he died,
Yeah,
or then they
exactly.
died, or it's
And the people they leave behind are devastated then, in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Taffy's a bit screwed up because his family and stuff. I mean, but he talked publicly about it, and I've told him, I said, you do realise it's kind of like you
Yeah,
shouldn't
letting
really be.
people know too many
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah,
And
on
at the
his
end of
live
the day,
stream.
some of them
Yeah.
things should be kept private. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And should be
Yeah.
just kept between the community of his friends, not so
Mm.
everybody knows about it. Because people sometimes they take certain things the wrong way, and I think, well, hang on a minute, this is happening in his family. Oh, maybe he's like that, and they're not. But it's just where some people's minds go.
Yeah.
It's just really bloody stupid. Because I've seen that before, where people rationalise it like, well, this has happened, that means they're like that. It's like, no, not really, but that's how people's minds work.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
It is.
Crazy.
I think I had it easy in a lot of ways when I was growing up, but I was a little bastard. I was a little bastard and didn't want to concentrate at school, and that caused a lot of friction for me and the parents. Well, parent, because every decision really seemed like it came from mum.
Bucharest, it's not working for me, that yet. Tell you the truth, I just tried it myself. Might be starting to work in different areas, or spread it out so it's starting to work again now. Maybe they fixed the fault near you or something, but at the moment it's not letting us do it.
What's that? What's going on? Sorry about the menu.
Yeah, the YouTube, if you select the change channel one, the YouTube menu, in the top right, what Matt was
Right.
talking about right at the beginning, when you go to YouTube and want to change account or something,
Oh yeah.
they're saying it's working again, or it was, but not on mine, it's not.
No, it's
Oh,
not working
fair
on mine.
No.
I've not tried.
But then again, it might need refreshing so to get it going. I'm not too sure.
He's got freaking billions of accounts. Don't even know why, but yeah, I just laugh at him. But
Yeah.
we can just change them all up on bloody on my Fire Stick. They all
Not
come up,
working there.
big line of them, and I'm like, do you need that many, really? Let's put that.
I'm just looking at
Once that's all like it happens.
Dan's got a video exploring with fighters, which is I took him somewhere the other night, and he's like, yeah, you've seen it?
Yeah, the one with that girl, and they go through all them tunnels.
Yeah, it's where Sam and Jess and Carl and a few other people have taken them down in the past, and
Yeah, he wanted that girl, didn't he? Was it
yeah,
Bristol?
Bristol, yeah. Fair play to him. He did go in without waders, and we
Yeah.
used my waders to give her the experience, and she kept warm because of it. But the funny thing is, he's put a thumbnail which is not from the location. Remember we were talking about this last night, the other night.
Last week,
He's used a thumbnail which is not from the location. And he's highlighted a circle. I swear he's done this because he's been watching me talking about this. And he's put a circle highlighting something. There's nothing there. There's nothing in the circle. It's like, you know, I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know what he's trying to get at there. You know, this is the thing we were talking about with like hype thumbnails. It's like, look, everyone, what's that thing there? If you want to know what that thing is, you're going to have to click the video. But it's not even the location we went to, so you're never going to see what's in that thumbnail in the location because it's not the location we went to in the thumbnail. So, yeah.
Is that clickbait?
And it says keep out as well. It says keep out. Why? We didn't have any problems being there for years, this place, and we've never seen security, we've never seen the police, we've never seen nothing. But I mean, fair enough. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's trying to excite people. He's like, oh, what's this? But
that's it. He knows his audience. That's what he's playing it up to the audience that he knows.
And he's pulling a jib, like he's frowning. He's like that, like as if he's angry with somebody or something. He had a great time down there. I don't know why he's pulling a jib. Anyway, I shouldn't take the piss out of people and the way they promote their YouTube channels. But yeah, bit weird. And here's the weirdest thing of all. He said, "Oh, I'll see you tomorrow," and then he never bloody rang me. And I left. It was like, right, you going out today? Then he was like, Kaiser Soze, and he was like that. He was gone.
He's a cheeky sod, he is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you was got to meet him last Tuesday, but he didn't turn up. You said.
Well, it wasn't. He didn't turn up. We saw each other the night before. But he was meant to be getting back to us to go and do something on the next day, but he never did. And I assume he'd slept in late. But that late must have gone on for like days because I've not had a message from him since. This is my experience with Dan. I like him, but I've learned over time that when he's ready to do something, it's not, when he's ready to do something, you have contact with him. But when he's decided he's had enough, all contact ceases, and then like you don't hear from him until he's ready to do something again, and then contact resumes. It's just his way, and he's like a few people I know. He's Dan's on the spectrum, so I put it down to that. It's kind of like when he's locked into something, he's locked into it, and when he's finished with it, he's not interested in it. It's just gone. It's not on his radar anymore.
Yeah, we're talking about Exploding Fighters, Dan Dixon. Someone's just asked in the comments.
Yeah. I mean, if I really, really like rang him to death, he'd answer the phone. But I've learned that if he's not answering and he's not replying, it's because he's not interested. So he must have decided at some point that he just won't bother about the next day. But just don't bother to relay that. Don't bother to relay that to me. It just doesn't matter. Don't matter. But the thing is,
you say, "Oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow," when basically just see you whenever.
But I knew that this could happen, so I didn't actually worry about. I was like, well, if he rings me, great. If he doesn't, cool. Because I was like, is he going to ring me? Isn't he? But he didn't. So I kind of knew that might come.
That's it, though. Once you get to know people, you know what they're like, so you don't feel as much as disappointed when stuff like that happens or whatever. And some people can take it the wrong way and think, oh, he's being funny with us and this and that. I don't like him or don't like them or whatever.
People have
know
their
what I mean?
ways, and you just learn
That's
to
it.
adapt to it. That's
Everyone,
all.
everyone's different, so
Yeah.
you got to accept that. Know what I mean? Everyone's different, so fair enough. If it don't go all right for you, or you wanted to make contact with someone, or you want to go somewhere with someone, and they don't turn up, they might have a perfectly good reason. Know what I mean? They might not be able to make it there that day, or like Matt says, it's like things are focusing on certain things. I need to sort this out, and it just drifts off and stuff like that. So yeah, it's one of them ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a more communicative in that respect, because if I've said I'm going to do something, I'll definitely let people know, am I going to do it, am I not? And then I'm one of these sorts of people as well. I'll be contacting you on the way to tell you what time I'm going to be there, and whether there's any changes, like any delays, or whether I'm ahead or behind. It's usually behind, but you know, yeah. I mean, I'm usually like to sort of let people know where they are. And it's funny when you're dealing with some people, and you know, Dan's one of those sorts of people that you don't get that sort of feedback unless it's like you're actually on the Explore there and then, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a funny one. But he's so locked into what he's interested in doing that, like, the moment that changes, I know it's kind of like,
Yeah.
he just off he goes sort of thing. So yeah, I've kind of learned this. 2 years with Dan Dixon. If you're on the Explore, he answers his phone. If you're not on the Explore, forget it. Forget it. You'd be trying for weeks.
Bloody hell. But yeah, if you're used to him being that way, then fair enough. Some people are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. You just got to accept it. Know what I mean? And you might think they're being funny, but obviously they might not be. You never know what someone's thinking. Know what I mean? There's always a reason, and yeah.
Do you know what? Lee Bridgewater mentioned something very good. I think Dan does watch my videos. He has told me he watches most of my stuff, and this is why I mention things like this, because I want to see whether or not he's listening. And he does listen. He does. And he pointed out that I remember now, I forgot about it. I said, oh, what you want to do is you know, these people, they'll take like a clip like out of another video with like keep out or something like that tape, or police or something like that. And they'll take that and they'll superimpose it on something it wasn't on top of. And it's like, and that's exactly what Dan's done with his thumbnail now. He's taken a different still that's not from the video. He's put a circle. I swear he's taking the piss, because he knows I spot these things. And it's like, it's like, it's not that I hate them. It's just like, why? Yeah. So he's put the keep out. He's put a circle pointing at nothing. There's nothing there to see, and it's not even the same place we went to. I think he is watching. And I think in a way it's a subtle sense of humor, because you know, I don't understand why people put things that are not in the video, because it's like, you know, people are expected to see that location then, aren't they? Yeah, they're expected to see that location. It's like me put it. Why don't I?
They're like, oh, what is it? Oh, I've got to see what that mystery is.
Yeah, why don't I put myself at the top of the Empire State Building, and then it's a video of me, I don't know, having a wank. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, can't you see the connection?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, sorry, Will's mum. I don't do videos like that, by the way. Not on YouTube. Anyway. It's not allowed. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Forbidden Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah. So some family member died.
Yeah, it goes out to you.
Oh
yeah,
dear.
That's quite pretty bad. Sorry to hear that, mate. Oh, his dad.
No. What?
Because my dad is the person who's gone.
Ooh.
Shit, that's not good at all.
Just put it up there. I didn't want to show it on the screen, but he's thrown it up there now anyway.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, my dad is the person who has gone. He really wanted to go on Frank Trigg's channel. He loved a huge debate. Oh dear, that's just really horrible.
Yeah, sad.
No, that's fine, because at least, you know, you're letting people know why we've not seen you about. So you're You know,
No,
you don't
mate.
need to be sorry. You're
Yeah,
the one
don't
who
be
told
sorry.
us, so don't
Yeah.
be sorry about
Don't
it.
be sorry, mate.
Sorry to hear
No,
about that, man.
sorry to
Yeah.
hear that, mate. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
I'll have a chat with you next time I see you or something, you know.
Mm.
No, don't take this the wrong way, Forbidden Shadow, in my usual sarcastic way. I hadn't noticed you weren't around. Sorry, I hadn't. No. Yeah, she might have because she's sensitive and she would say that. But yeah, even if it wasn't true. Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will just be honest with you, and I say, well, the reason I haven't realised you weren't there is because we haven't done any explores together. So I assume that when we've done explores, you'll usually come into the live stream for that. Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
and nobody told me, so I would not. I'm not a mind reader, so had I known, I would have contacted you and said, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, sorry
Aye.
to hear that. Yeah.
Not good at all, mate.
No. Right. I said it once and I'm saying it again. This time we are.
It's only half an hour.
Yeah, it's only half an hour, you cheating git. You got another
I know.
half an hour.
I
No, you
haven't.
still
I didn't say I'm doing it this week.
No, you're doing it this week. You've got another hour. Everybody in chat complain. Go on, tell him he's got another half hour.
And
Come
you
on,
rang
come
your
on.
mum as well in the middle
you
of the
did.
show.
So you've got no excuse.
No. It's time to go, I'm afraid. So thank you everyone in the chat and thank you for showing up tonight and see you next week. And in a couple of weeks, things are going to start getting longer and more things are going to happen during the show. So stay tuned. Got things to come. Got things
Well,
planned,
it-
should I say.
Yeah,
So,
literally.
definitely do that.
Good night, everyone. Stay
Will has
safe.
just pulled my pants down like that now, and just I'm just
Everybody's like,
yeah.
Feel cheated. Sorry, John.
On that note, yeah.
Yeah.
On that
You
bombshell.
tell him you feel cheated. Come on, everybody protest in chat.
Oh,
Happy
Natasha
birthday.
says it's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
No,
look,
going.
They
Anyone
wanted me to fill the blank now, but the thing is, it's like it's I'd be up till like 3 a.m. if I start going now. You know what I mean?
Possibly.
And then I'm going to drink loads because I'll be, like keeping myself going, and then I will be collapsed, and then I won't be video editing until in the afternoon tomorrow. Because I'll be like, oh. So I don't know. Why didn't Jackie Green do a live and I'll come on hers?
Could you just give us 5 minutes and I'll try and do one, but I'll have to do it on my phone though.
Yeah, that's fine. I used to do them on my phone in my car.
Show off.
Yeah.
You might be able to read comments on your laptop, Jackie.
You can read the comments on your laptop. Yeah.
Laptop.
But it is easy to do on your phone. It's very
Yeah,
easy.
because I've always done it on my laptop, so I don't bloody know.
The thing is, I'm just thinking if I stay up now, yeah, I can always sneak off. Then I can go. I've had a guts full. I'm off, Jackie, and she can carry on and get some more guests on.
No, that's not
I
fair.
Well, it isn't fair, but life's not fair, is it? Really? But yeah, yeah.
No, you just do a live. I'll have to plan one for now.
Anyway. Just tell Dan Dixon he needs to ring. Somebody remind Dan Dixon he should tell me that he's not bothering to come the next day because I still haven't had the phone call. You fucker.
You're still waiting, are you?
Oh my god.
Right. I'll see you all later. Good night.
Stop these weird thumbnails, you bugger.
Bye-bye.